Hello, and thank you for listening to this Ringside Report Network podcast today. You can find more in-depth, exclusive written content on our website at ringsidereport.net. Before I hand it off to Dave and the team, I want to remind you that we are a listener-supported creator team. On our website, we would appreciate it if you supported our sponsors or purchased our exclusive merch. Branded clothing, mugs, and even jiu-jitsu gear, which are available only in our store. You can become a recurring supporter of our content at membership.ringsidereport.net. This, along with all our podcasts, is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon, iHeart, and TuneIn, wherever you get your podcasts. It would help us immensely if you left a positive review on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Thank you for your support and enjoy the show.
Please welcome David Simon. Good to see you again, David. Thanks for coming back.
Oh, it's the WWE Backlash and UFC 315 watch-along. We just watched Backlash. We're going to watch UFC 315. Let's talk. Let's discuss.
Start.
Oh, you gotta say bonjour. Okay. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
I keep doing it wrong.
There we go. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, you're going to be the Italian guy on the show because we don't have AJ tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight you're Fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
That's pretty good.
So you want me to talk from here?
Oh, that's a good AJ joke because AJ, doesn't know how to do microphone stuff. Oh, we're here. We're live. AJ is not here with us because he is at UFC 315. He's actually there watching the fights. He had some kind of hookup to get tickets. He's not paying for tickets, just like we're not paying for tickets, brother. We're not.
Hell no.
We're not doing that. But people did. People are there. I see some seats that are filled. A lot of people there. I see some empty seats as well, but, Right? There's empty seats. Like, there's quite a few empty seats you can see in the Reds. Like, I don't think it's a sellout. I wonder what they're going to say. Like, when Dana does his press conference, is he going to say it was a sellout? Is he going to say they broke records? They charge more for tickets this time than they ever have before, so it's possible they break the gate record.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the attendance record.
That's a shame if that breaks the gate record. You think of all the fights in the building they've put on.
Well,
I mean, I know
if it's like 3 times the price for a ticket, it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap back then either. Like considered,
it's $10,000 for like a ringside.
That's insane.
This time is crazy. Like the cheapest tickets in the Reds is like $500.
Mm-hmm.
That bubble's gotta burst.
And that was when they went on sale. They weren't that cheap. They got cheaper as time went on because.
Come on.
And I'm pretty sure when the Demetrius Johnson one, I think the Reds were like $240.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're talking about like double the price from last time.
Yeah.
That was outrageous.
Last time was 10 years ago, though.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You know?
It's been a while.
So, there's that. I never paid to go to a UFC, and I'm not going to. I'm not doing it. But it's in Montreal tonight, and we will watch it. We have Belal Muhammad as the main event against Della Maddalena for the UFC Welterweight Championship.
Two guys that have been punched in the nose.
Yeah, they've got flat noses. 2 flat-nosed gentlemen.
They both have the flat nose.
Yeah. They've really been punched in the nose. And then in the co-main event, we're going to have Valentina Shevchenko against Manon Fiorot for the Women's Flyweight Championship. Montreal's own Aiemann Zahabi will be taking on Jose Aldo in a bout that was supposed to be bantamweight, but Aldo had some weight cut issues, so it's a featherweight fight now. Alexa Grasso will take on Natalia Silva. And Kyle Propolic coming in as a last-minute replacement to fight Benoît Saint Denis. Propolic replacing Joel Alvarez, who withdrew from the fight not long ago, about like a week ago. So Propolic, the Canadian, coming in to get the 155-pound fight against Saint Denis. Propolic coming in as a big underdog. We're going to get to Backlash here. I want to get, because we didn't do a show on Thursday, Fred, so before the card, I figure we do some predictions for the fights, just run through every fight and kind of predict who we think is going to win.
Yep.
You know? So let's start with Benoît Saint Denis, Kyle Propolic. I think we're going to go with BSD, right? That seems to be kind of the
I'm going to
obvious.
say Propolic.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Fred?
Propolic was supposed to fight yesterday against Dufar, so he has been training. But no, I'm going to go with BSD.
Yeah, it's a step up in competition, no doubt. BSD, how about, can we go to the next one? Yeah, Alexa Grasso against Natalia Silva. This one at flyweight. Silva coming in, minus 245, the favorite against the former champion Grasso. Silva, unbeaten in the UFC, looking pretty good. This is going to be a big test for her against Grasso. I'm actually going to go with Grasso, though, to pull this one off. I think Grasso is still a very solid fighter, coming off a very close decision loss to Valentina. I think Grasso pulls this one off and wins. I'm a little bit surprised that she's a plus 200 underdog. Yeah. Fred?
I mean, you're the expert of female MMA, so I'm going to go with you, Grasso.
Yeah.
Although I loved how Natalia was dressed at the weigh-ins. She's beautiful lady.
I bet you were.
I did not see that. I did give you a women's MMA 2-fight parlay last week for the UFC that won, by the way. Juliana Miller, who was a plus 195 underdog over Ivana Petrovic. She was the opening fight last week on the fight night. I took her to win, and I took Jillian Robertson over Mahina Rodriguez, and they both won. So I am pretty good at picking women's MMA, and I'm going with Alexa Grasso at plus 200. I like those odds very much. Let's see. Jose Aldo, Aiemann Zahabi. Aiemann coming in plus 160, the underdog. He's been on the show. I like Aiemann, but Aldo is very tough.
It's a step up in competition. I got to go with Aldo. I hope Aiemann wins. I hope he does good, but I still think Aldo's a legit top 3, top 5 guy in that division. So
I agree. I think Aldo is still one of the best. I think this is a big, big test for Aiemann. I want him to pass. I want him to win. I think it would be a huge win for him in Montreal at the Bell Center. But I got to go with Aldo based on the track record because he's just been so good for so long.
Is George going to be in his corner?
George is going to be in Aimann's corner, yes. That's George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre. And co-main event, Valentina against Manon Fiorot. Manon is actually coming in as the favorite, which I agree with. She's been on a tear. She's been very impressive in the UFC, undefeated, 12-1 as a professional. Valentina is great, though. She's, probably the greatest flyweight champion in the history of the UFC. But I think this is it. I think her time is up, and Manon's time is now. Just like John Cena tonight, she will be victorious. Yes?
I'm going to go with Manon also. I like how tall she is, and she's towering over opponent and has some good strikes. She's lanky. I see Valentina has a little bit more reach, but I don't know. I see Manon controlling the distance.
Valentina, 37 years old. Manon, 35. Kind of old. Kind of old for a title fight. Both of them. Kind of old, especially at 125 pounds. But Manon's win over the very young Erin Blanchfield in her last fight really impressed me. Blanchfield, 26 years old, was undefeated at the time, a total phenom, and Manon totally shut her down. So that was really an awakening for me as to how good Manon really is. I thought she was good, but the way she handled Blanchfield made me realize she's on another level. So I've got Manon Fiorot beating Valentina Shevchenko in the co-main event to become the new champion. And in the main event, we've got Belal Muhammad taking on Della Maddalena. Belal minus 185, the favorite. Jack Della plus 145. I think we're going to see a new champion tonight. I think Jack Della gets it. TKO, round 3, round 2, something like that. I got a new champ, Jack Della.
I'm going with Belal. Remember the name. I respect the fighter. Very talented fighter still.
Jack Della is on a 17-fight win streak. He lost his first 2 pro fights in 2016 and has not lost a fight since, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the UFC. Jack Della. He's on a run. What do you think? Main event?
I'm going to say Belal retains.
Ooh, okay.
But it'll be like decision. It'll be like a tough one. Maybe split.
I'm going with double new champions. Going with Jack Della and Manon Fiorot. Some history made tonight at the Bell Center. Kyle Propolic getting the Vaseline put on his face, getting ready to go into the
Some Canadians got some nasty KOs in the prelims. Barrio knocked out his opponent. I hope he's all right. I didn't read anything about him. They took him out on a stretcher. And Mallet also had a nice KO for the win. So good performance for the Canadians.
He's from Windsor. It's could be a pretty rough place, Windsor.
Mike Malott.
I knew some guys from Windsor. And
I think he's from Burlington, Ontario, technically.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Technically. Mike Malott. Is this guy from Windsor? Kyle Propolic? Kyle Propolic is from Windsor here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred was talking about Mike Malott.
Oh,
Mike Malott, who's from Burlington, who he knocked out Charles Radke in the featured prelim on TV. Jasmine Jasdavicius, another Canadian, victorious with a rear naked choke submission win in the first round over Jessica Andrade. And Marc-André Barriot knocking out Bruno Silva in the first round. So Canadians victorious tonight. Brad Katona, the lone Canadian loser, he got knocked out by Bekzat Almakhan in the first fight of the night. Elsewhere, you had Daniel Santos over Lee Jongyang by unanimous decision at featherweight, and Navajo Sterling at light heavyweight over Ivan Urslan by unanimous decision. Modestas Bukauskas over Jan Kutalaba by split decision. Another light heavyweight fight there. Benoît Saint Denis giving the final handshakes to his teammates. Hey, there's Charles Jourdain standing there ringside watching. As we watched UFC 315, we also watched WWE Backlash tonight. Backlash, brother. And John Cena beat Randy Orton in the main event. A lot of ref bumps. The ref fell down many times. He got hit with many different things.
3 or 4.
No one got disqualified for any of the ref bumps.
Yeah.
All seemed to be fine. And eventually John Cena hit Randy Orton with a low blow and a shot with the title belt for the 1-2-3 in St. Louis. And John Cena reminding us all that he is the last real world champion. I didn't hate the match. I thought the match was all right, Cena-Randy.
It started quite slow, and then when it got to the outside,
picked up, though.
there's shenanigans.
Through the Randy RKO the Randy attitude adjustment of Cena through the table outside the ring was pretty cool. They did some cool stuff. I enjoyed that match. I thought it was pretty good. I thought Backlash as a whole was a little bit boring and uneventful. Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch, I thought, did a good job. Lyra got the win over Becky to retain the Intercontinental title. I didn't love Gunther and Pat McAfee. I thought McAfee was just not really believable as a wrestler, and the match took a little too long. Could have been a little shorter.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like Michael Cole, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
cry. Yeah, like, shut up, Michael Cole, man.
Yeah.
And cheating.
A little too much. Like,
Yeah.
It was cheating.
the crying for him to stop and all that.
Yeah. A lot of people talk about Michael Cole. Pat McAfee calls him the greatest of all time, but I think we all know who the greatest of all time is. It's this guy right here, brother.
That's right.
It's good old JR.
Gorilla number 2?
Well, for my money, it's Vince. I really liked Vince on commentary. A
very
lot of people
great.
thought Vince was bad on commentary,
Vince
but
is
like
terrific.
I liked Vince on commentary.
One,
Up and
three,
down.
no, he missed him.
What a maneuver, you know?
Yeah.
What a maneuver! That was great.
What was up to this?
I really liked Vince Vince and Heenan on commentary together were really funny, really entertaining.
Vincent Macho Man.
Yeah. So I think Michael Cole is not really.
No.
He's yes, boy. Not in my top 5. I did not.
Oh.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio got the win over Penta to retain the Intercontinental Championship. That match was all right. It was 9 minutes. It was fine. Was what it was. And Jacob Fatu in the opener got the win over LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre with some shenanigans there.
A Dominic Mysterio win is always a good thing.
Yeah, Filthy Dom.
He was over.
And Filthy Dom got help from, Penta, JD McDonuts, and Carlito were ringside trying to help Dirty Dom, and Penta took them out. But then El Grande Americano with the headbutt on Penta, and the ref didn't see it, which allowed Dominic Mysterio to hit a frog splash for the pinfall. You got to love when Dominic wins with help from El Grande Americano, right, Fred? I mean, come on, El Grande. He's everybody's favorite wrestler. Everybody's favorite luchador, El Grande Americano.
Him and Dominic are the two greatest Mexican wrestler, the best wrestler of Mexican descent.
I think El Grande Americano is from Minnesota. Is that Pierre Polievra?
Is it?
Holy shit.
Oh.
Oh, yuck, dude.
Oh.
Well, I guess he doesn't have a job right now, so
Yeah,
he's got nothing to
maybe
do.
He thought he was going to come in. I bet he thought, like, oh, I'll be prime minister and I'll come in like Trump. But no. Ugh. It was. Those beady eyes.
Gross, dude. This fight has begun. Benoît Saint Denis, a quick takedown of Kyle Propolic. It did not take long to get that takedown. And now he's in top half. Propolic trying to get a Kimura to keep himself safe, I think. Benoît Saint Denis dealing with that Kimura pretty easily. And now passing over to the back of Propolic. He's still kind of in top half. Grapevining the leg to keep him down. Benoît Saint Denis all over Kyle Propolic in the opening seconds of this fight. Saint Denis coming in as a massive favorite. Propolic coming in, not in the UFC. He wasn't in the UFC, and now he's fighting Benoît Saint Denis.
Wasn't he
rough.
in the UFC in the past? And
Yeah.
like now yeah, exactly. So, look, it's a mismatch. It's a last-minute replacement. BSD should win this easily, and BSD is in need of a impressive win. I would say, he had a lot of hype, and has he lived up to it? I don't think so. So he needs an impressive win here.
Yeah, but Kyle Propolic went 0-2 in the UFC in 2019 and was then released. He has gone 4-1 outside the UFC since then and has won 3 in a row, and he's getting a shot here. But Benoît Saint Denis is like that's not an easy welcome back to the UFC.
No.
You know what I mean? Like Benoît Saint Denis is ranked 13 in the UFC lightweight division. It's a very tough fight to take on short notice, especially when, you're 35 years old. And, I don't know. This seems like a gimme fight for BSD. Like, what's the point? He's still on top of him.
Who was he supposed to face again? Who pulled out? I forget.
Joel Alvarez, who's a lean, long striker, fun fighter, good, one of the better lightweights in the UFC. That would have been a real competitive fight. This is like kind of a joke. Benoît Saint Denis just delivering some elbows now on the back of Kyle Propolic, punches and elbows trying to open up the neck to finish this guy off.
Yeah.
And there he is trying to sink in that rear naked choke. Propolic fighting it off, but
Using that sandwich
he's in
guard.
big trouble because he's got now Benoît Saint Denis on his back with the body triangle, just mauling him. Benoît Saint Denis throwing punches and elbows.
Landing heavy shots.
Yeah,
Oh,
and now
yeah.
just trying to squeeze his
Now I
face
think
off.
He's getting it. Oh,
Oh,
Propolic
Propolic
now.
trying to stand up. Oh, Saint Denis slips off the back. But Saint Denis takes him down again. BSD now back on the back of Kyle Propolic.
Minute and a half to go.
Jeez. And now he's got his hooks in again. And he rolls him over in the middle of the octagon.
Come on, BSD.
One hook
Let's
in.
not go to the second round. We don't need a second round on this
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah, come on, BSD. Let's
I know
keep this
I picked
moving.
Propolic, but now I'm starting to think that might have been a foolhardy move.
Yeah. He's not going to win.
No.
He had no chance.
You're a proud Canadian. We know it, but no,
Yeah.
he's not going to.
Benoît Saint Denis, I mean, Propolic hasn't had a single bit of offense in this fight. This is a gigantic mismatch. This is crazy.
Also, guys with Saint in their name do pretty well in MMA.
Not always.
Oh, Vince St. Preux.
Yeah, I guess so. There's got to be some
GSP.
Saints. There's got to be some Saints that haven't done well. There's got to be some bad Saints. I guess you got to be a good Saint, because if you're a Saint, can't be a bad Saint.
St. Nicholas, great MMA fighter.
True. That's true. Brought toys to all the boys and girls, too, which was nice.
And Jiu-Jitsu, the Grinch to oblivion.
Yeah.
Like he gave him a rear naked choke to save Christmas.
Yeah, he knocked the Grinch unconscious.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Okay, now Benoît Saint Denis on the back of Propolic. They're standing, but he's not going to finish him.
Nah, he's not going to finish him.
No, time is going to run out in this round, and that's going to be that. So Benoît Saint Denis landing 38-0 significant strikes in that first round. I think that's a 10-8 round. Just a complete
that's
domination.
what I was going to say.
Yeah, 10-7. I mean, if you know what I mean, like, is that not a 10-7? He almost finished him several times, beat the hell out of him. Propolic had zero offense. If that's not a 10-7, what is? Like, do you ever give a 10-7? Destruction. Propolic will try to survive the second round, I guess. He's in full defense mode because he's got no offense to speak of.
I was gonna say, try to get a lucky knockout.
Trying to do something crazy. Do a spin kick.
Yeah.
What are you ranking Backlash on a 10?
Me?
You.
I'd say 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I'd say like a 5.
You know.
Like a 6.
It was kind of short.
Yeah.
I liked some matches. I think my match of the night's Becky and Lyra. I thought they really had a good match. Some good false finishes. I actually didn't know who was gonna win at some point. Going the longer it went, it really kept me on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it was all right. That match was. Whoa! Propolic landed a good left hand though. Did you see that? Saint Denis kind of went, whoa, and ducked for a takedown that Propolic stuffed. Saint Denis went for a desperation takedown because Propolic landed a good left hand to start the round. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. People on Twitter are like, Benoît Saint Denis wins 10-9 the first round. Like, how you don't score that a 10-8 round, I don't really understand. Oh, they're clanging and banging. They're swinging. Saint Denis pissed off that Propolic punched him in the face.
Eye poke.
And Saint Denis was landing big punches, but then Propolic poked him in the eye to stop the punches from coming. And now we have a pause in the action. I said pause in the action. There we go. Yeah, very much an eye poke there from Propolic. Just went like this.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's gotta hurt.
yeah.
Saint Denis better be careful, man. He's eating shots.
Yeah, Propolic
here.
just cracked him with another one.
Those wins are dirty fights.
Oh, my goodness. Propolic isn't out of this. I was writing him off after that first round.
And I'll tell you what, man. Saint Denis went all out in the first round, and he's a little flat in the second, man. Maybe he burned a little bit himself. But no, he's having good moments right
he's eating big
but
punches
he's getting
now.
hit. Yeah.
That would be crazy. Come on, Propolic.
The crowd's going to go crazy if the Canadian wins.
Yeah. Wow, Pierre Poliev's wife does not look happy to be there. You see her?
Oh,
She's
yeah. I can't believe I have to sit here for like 4 more hours.
Can't believe I'm here. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. Propolik eating some big shots now. Oh, big right hand from Saint Denis. Propolik is in trouble. Propolik up against the fence. Big elbow from Saint Denis. Another one. Knees now. Elbows up against the cage. Propolik eating big shots.
Standing tall. Not much blood.
Oh, BSD laying it on. Oh, big elbow from Saint Denis over the top. Oh, short elbow to the face from Saint Denis. And now circling to the back, looking for a takedown. And drags him to the mat. Advances. Top half guard. Might be looking for an arm triangle choke here.
Jeez,
and
brother.
he's got it sunk
I've been
in. There's the
ass.
tap. There's the tap. And Benoît Saint Denis has submitted Kyle Propolik with an arm triangle choke in the second round. Propolik had some moments of life in that second round. Made it a fight. That was fun.
Yeah.
And then Saint Denis
showing
shut the
some
door.
Respect.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, this guy, kind of came in last second. Put up a valiant effort. Propolik, he didn't, he wasn't a total scrub.
Yeah.
He wasn't a CM Punk out there.
It'd be cool if Saint Denis, after showing respect, turned around, kicked him in the nuts. Was like, no, actually, you suck. Hit him with a chair,
Yeah.
Watching too much Backlash, brother.
Yeah, that's the new TKO thing,
Yeah.
MMA will have a bit of pro wrestling.
You pretend you give respect to the guy, but then you actually, punch him in the face.
And, they really swing hard with the chair. They're not pulling the shots.
No, they hit you with a chair
in
real.
the head.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
People die. People die.
But yeah, what was your match of the night?
My match of the night for Backlash, I think was I don't know. I mean,
Dominic Mysterio.
I kind of liked Cena Randy. I don't know. I kind of liked
match
it.
of the night.
They did table spots and stuff. No, but I think my favorite match was the 4-way opener. I thought that was
that was pretty good.
It was fun. It was action packed. It was good. Becky and Lyra was good though too. Yeah, Becky and Lyra was good. But I would say the 4-way for the U.S. title.
Lyra kicking out of the manhandle slam, that was pretty big.
Yeah. No, I mean that had some good moments. I think
Lyra did a plancha, pretty late in the match. Lyra did
It was very good. I'll agree with you. I think Becky and Lyra was the best match. It surprised me how good it was. I thought it was the best match. It was close. Nothing. It wasn't that much better than the 4-way, but I think it was marginally better. It was a one-on-one match.
And it was a roll-up finish, I think. It was kind of like a...
And the 4-way had a lot of, tomfoolery going on. Damian Priest put Drew McIntyre through a table in the crowd with the South of Heaven chokeslam, so they were taken out after that. And then it was just Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, and then Solo pulled Jacob off the announce table before LA Knight could, do a dive and put him through it. And then Jeff Cobb arrived. Jeff Cobb, new guy in WWE. He's been in AEW. He's been in New Japan. And there were strong rumors that he was headed to WWE. And there he is attacking LA Knight. And Jacob Fatu was like, what's he doing here? He was kind of confused. And Solo was like, he's with us now. Mm-hmm. And Jacob was like, I don't know about all this, right?
Yeah.
There was a little friction there. But still, it helped because LA Knight got beat up by Jeff Cobb. And then Jacob hit the moonsault on LA for the win. Jacob beats LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest in a fatal 4-way to retain the U.S. title. Jeff Cobb showing up was cool. It was a cool match, but I guess as far as a wrestling match, you're reminding me of the false finishes where I was like, oh, I thought it was maybe over. There was a thing where she hit her in the corner with the exposed buckle, and then the manhandle slam, and I was like, oh, Lyra's done now. 1, 2, and then Lyra kicked out. I was like, what? It was a good match. Good false finishes. I didn't hate Cena Randy.
Oh, they picked up.
Yeah. I'll give this a 6.5. 6.5 on 10 seems fair. I'm agreeing with you 100%. You got this pay-per-view bang on. 6.5 on 10 for Backlash. It wasn't terrible. Just nothing happened. No title changes. Nothing major. Nothing really unexpected. Jeff Cobb showed up. Okay. Lyra won. I was a little surprised. It's the only prediction I got wrong. I thought Becky would win the title, but Lyra won, and then Becky beat her up afterwards, so it's not over. I could see Becky winning in the end, you know? But overall, like, it wasn't an offensive pay-per-view. Like, it wasn't terrible. It was just, and it was short, 2 hours 45. It was done. But it wasn't, like, unbelievable. They didn't do anything special.
I think if the McAfee match wasn't on there, it probably, and like it was like something else that was like a more competent kind of match.
Yeah, that match sucked.
And like, yeah, that
I
was
didn't like
just
that so
insulting, that match.
Yeah. There's Charles Jourdain and Rory McDonald being shown. Hey, Sam Stout is behind them.
Oh.
And there's Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Oh, Joanna.
Joanna is
DC
here.
didn't like that Saint Denis was speaking French. He told him in his ear, like, English.
Really?
Come
Yeah.
on.
Come on.
Because Saint
They
Denis
know
was
where they
speaking
are?
French to
Yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah, it's good to
Jesus.
speak French to the crowd. It's crazy.
It's such a reaction.
They like it.
But yeah, just that McAfee match. Just like the amount of kicks that were just like clear whiffs and like not even a leg slap, so it was just so quiet. And like Gunther, like he didn't really sell it. Like one of those pinfalls, like
Yeah.
was just a one. Like
I think the
that's
problem
hard
was
to work with.
I think the major problem with that match was McAfee tried to do like a toe-to-toe match with Gunther where he's chopping him and Gunther's chopping him back, but McAfee's chops looked and sounded so weak because he really doesn't hit hard and he doesn't know how to do it, that like when Gunther hit him back and McAfee would just take one chop and then bump, like he didn't really take a big beating because he would
No.
just take one chop and then kind of fall. Like, I want to see McAfee stand there and take 5-6 chops and have his chest bleeding, but at the end of the
We
match,
didn't get that.
McAfee wasn't really beaten up. It wasn't, and like they tried to do wrestling, and McAfee was just kind of awkward at it. It wasn't good.
And
it didn't work.
Michael Cole getting involved.
Yeah,
and
Michael Cole tripping Gunther, and like it was ridiculous.
like
It was bad.
and like
And then Goldberg didn't even show up at the
No.
end to attack Gunther, which is like at least you could have had maybe Goldberg or something fun happening, but nothing happened.
it's kind of crazy they're trying to get like the audience to have like sympathy for Michael Cole and get on his side. Like when he was like the number one heel in wrestling for a long while. And
Yeah.
just, like,
I don't know why we're supposed to love Michael Cole, but anyways. Fred, what did you think of Backlash? You got a score on 10 for that thing? I think you watched it, right?
I watched most of it. Fell asleep at some of it because I need a nap, but it was good, man. I enjoyed that first match, but I wanted I wanted LA Knight to win or Damien. After that Mysterio match, I enjoyed a lot. I thought I like short match, but entertaining, and I liked that he has his little crew. And I don't watch like, so what is that, like the new Judgment Day? What is that? Like,
Yeah,
who are all
pretty
these
much.
guys?
The Judgment Day is Finn Balor, the Dominic Mysterio, who's the Intercontinental Champion, and Carlito, and JD McDonough, and then Liv Morgan is there, and Raquel Rodriguez, and they're the women's tag team champions, but Liv is shooting a movie, so she's not around so much, so we didn't see Raquel or Liv tonight. But that's
more
the
Damien?
Judgment Day. Rhea is not with the Judgment Day. She's off on her own, and Damian Priest is off on his own. They left the Judgment Day. They had beef.
Yeah, so that was great, man, because I'm a Mysterio fan. And the Gunther, yeah, that, like, I don't expect Pat McAfee to go toe-to-toe with Gunther, because, I mean, to me, it is a mismatch. If you're storytelling, you know, it's a match where Gunther should be dominating. And, yeah, it should have finished earlier. Like, that's what I would say. It should have finished earlier.
Yeah.
I'm missing a match before that. What was the match before? Oh yeah, the Becky Lynch. That was a decent match, man.
Yeah. It was
Very
pretty good.
match, actually. Yeah.
They went just under 19 minutes.
Yeah, I
Second
don't know
longest
much
match
about
on the
the
show.
other girl, but I didn't want to see Becky win the Intercontinental title. Like, Becky should be having the world title. So like I'm okay with that. That was a good match. And the Cena Orton match, well, that's the one where I took my Z's to feel better for here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was okay, but it was quite long. 27 minutes, 50 seconds.
the final time.
The final Cena-Randy match.
Cena, and they had like a thing, like they
Will it
apparently
be the
for
final?
pay-per-view matches they were tied 5-5, so Cena wins the series 6-5.
That's right.
Game Cena.
Cena always wins. We're seeing the Bell Center. There's a lot of empty seats in the Reds. Like, are you
know
seeing
what,
all
man?
those empty seats?
Yeah. Like this Cena heel thing doesn't work. And I will argue that Cena might have always been a heel cuz like in the past, he's like a nice guy, but people always boo him. People yell like Cena sucks. Like people never really liked Cena. And now that he's trying to be a cool heel, it's really not working, man. So no, Cena, man, I'm not down with this Cena at all.
Yeah. People are really rejecting this new Cena. They're just like, It's not that they hate him. It's not that they want to boo him. It's just that they think it's kind of lame and it's not really
And he's
something
not
they want to
enjoying
watch.
himself, it
It's
seems
not
like.
the most fleshed out.
He seems like bitter, like he doesn't enjoy it or whatever, man. Like, so no, I'm not
Yeah.
really down with it.
But that's kind of his gimmick. He's just bitter.
But that's the thing. Like when Hogan became a heel, he was enjoying it. When The Rock became a heel, he was enjoying it. Stone Cold, etc. Like they enjoyed it. Like to say fuck you to the people, like man. But
Yeah.
he's not enjoying it. Like if he's really like resenting the people, he should be enjoying this moment.
Yeah. He doesn't seem very happy, right? Like when he wins, he's like, I'm the champion and this is what you get. Yeah, what's he doing it for? What's he doing it for?
The thing that kind of like breaks it for me, the illusion, is that he comes to every city in like the T-shirt that like promotes him appearing in the city for the final time. Like it feels like this kind of direction for his character wouldn't want to do that. Like have like that kind of like
What do you mean?
the merch, like
He wouldn't like be wearing the
yeah,
merch,
like
you're
it's
saying?
like because like I'm not trying to appeal to the fans, screw the fans and all that, but like hey, here I am in my T-shirt that you can
Yeah.
buy at the thing, like because they have
Yeah,
to.
well, he's
'cause they
trying to
wanna
be a
sell
cool
the shirt.
heel.
Yeah.
It's
Well, he's
not-
still
should-
doing meet and greets and stuff. Like this
Yeah.
version of Cena still being nice to fans. And
Yeah, like smile it. And,
Yeah. It's not real.
It's not, yeah. It's not fully committing. Like he's an actor now. Like you've got to, do the Daniel Day-Lewis shit. You got to like off screen. Live the gimmick, brother.
Yeah, but that's, he's just playing a role. It's
I know.
just,
So it's just-
what he's doing now.
So it's just harder to buy this kind of like this is his heel style.
Yeah. It's not great, and it's compounded by the fact that his matches are very slow and he just can't move very well, and he's not there very often
Yeah.
as the WWE champion. It's not great. It's not great.
But yeah, but like him meeting the fans and doing stuff like that, like Hulk Hogan and Hollywood Hogan, kind of felt unapproachable. Like if you saw Hollywood Hogan, like even in public, you would be like, I don't know if I want to bother him.
Yeah. Now-
Cena would be like, hey, let's go.
Yeah, that's it. Cena's nice.
So like, can I have a picture, monsieur? Yes. Of
Hollywood
course you
Hogan
can.
was like a mean guy.
Yeah, he'd be like, go
Yeah.
away. I'm like, oh.
Let me ask you something. Am I a total idiot for like not wanting Cena to leave with the WWE Championship because am I dumb for caring about the lineage of the WWE Championship?
I don't think so. I think that matters.
Right. But I mean, it's fake. It's all
It's fake, and
but,
it's
like,
all like,
there's
but like
there's
like
history
and
to it
to
too.
reboot it and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just weird and like, so like the new first champion is gonna be like Roman Reigns now.
Yeah.
And so then like, and then when they reference Roman Reigns' title run back then, they'll be like, and remember that was with the old championship and like reference the Cena like.
I don't like.
They don't. It's
I
gonna
don't
start
like
a
it.
logic that they won't be able to stick to, so they might as well not do it.
I like the lineage because it's like, oh, when Roman holds the belt, it kind of means something because it's like, yeah, you could trace that back to Bret Hart and Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan and Bruno Sammartino and all these guys. Like this guy beat this guy beat that guy, and through the years, now you're the guy holding the belt. It's cool.
Yeah, when you get to be, especially like an entertainment company that has that kind of history over those decades.
Why would you erase that?
Yeah.
So Cena threatening to erase that is the one part of his whole gimmick that I go, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't walk away with the title because then the lineage would be screwed up.
Yeah.
And I do care about that, and I do feel dumb for caring about that because I'm
Yeah.
like, because in the end, whatever, it's all whatever. But
I know it feels very much like, can you believe they're like taking this out of Star Wars? Like it feels very much like that.
But I do go, wait a second, that is something that like he's hit on something that a lot of wrestling fans I think do care about and go, wait a second, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
You're messing you're not erasing Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But you see, the thing with that is, I'm not saying, whoa, Cena, don't do that. I'm saying, Triple H, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because that's more of
Khan.
that's more of a.
Actually, Nick Khan would probably want to spearhead this. He seems pretty wanting to do away with the old ways, you know?
Because if they do get away with, like, they get Cena to retire with the championship and they have a new WWE championship on SmackDown, whatever, and the lineage is gone, right? That's not John Cena doing that.
Yeah.
That's Triple H and the WWE creative team deciding that that's the plan and that's what they need to do for one reason or another. To refresh, to get away from the past and start a new whatever. So, like, the one part of the whole Cena thing that really gets me doesn't make me mad at Cena. It makes me mad at Triple H and Nick Khan. You know what I mean? So,
but Cena's he's gonna do the job before going into retirement.
Yeah,
he should.
Cody's gonna get his revenge.
Or Roman.
Of course.
Yeah, maybe Roman.
I would
Cody
be
or Roman.
really surprised if he didn't.
Yeah, I would too. I think Cena will lose.
I'm liking these kicks by Silva, man. She's throwing some nasty kicks.
Yeah, Silva's got some nice head kicks. Hasn't really landed so far, but she's showing them.
But
Nice
they come
jab, though.
quick, man. There's some whipping behind it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, nice 1-2 combo from Silva. It's Alexa Grasso versus Natalia Silva, a women's flyweight champion. Flyweight fight. Grasso, the former champion. She beat Valentina Shevchenko. And then she lost to Valentina Shevchenko. In between that, she had a draw with Valentina Shevchenko. She had 3 fights with Valentina Shevchenko. And she went 1-1-1. That's her last 3 fights. All against Valentina. She won one, had a draw in the second one, and then lost the last one.
So this
You
might
gotta
be a
figure.
number 1 contender fight.
Yeah, right? I think either way. Although, yeah, I think if Grasso...
Whoa.
Silva threw a kick and slipped and fell, and now Grasso chasing her, looking to take her down. She's got her arms wrapped, looking for a single leg, but Silva defending well, standing firm against the fence and trying to circle away, and does circle away. Grasso tried to, pounce on an opportunity there. Couldn't quite.
Yeah, because
follow
Silva
through.
wasn't leaving much room for mistakes there.
Nope.
And then she kind of slipped up.
She slipped. She fell. Grasso tried to pounce on her, but wasn't able to get that takedown.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a jab from Grasso. Grasso does seem to be having trouble dealing with the range of Silva. Silva's kicking range, a little dangerous. You see those legs of Silva, very muscular, a lot of bounce. That was a super kick.
Yeah.
She super kicked her. Silva with a kick right to the face
Did
of
that in the
Grasso.
video game, I think.
Straight up high kick.
Got UFC 2 for my PS4.
How about it? Should get one of those UFC games.
Yeah, I haven't played them in a long time.
What's the most recent one?
I feel it's like UFC 7 now or 8.
That'd be fun. I don't think I've ever played one of those.
Apparently,
I played the first
career
one, I
mode
remember.
mirrors like real life career mode, like careers. Like you have to do like training camps, but then like the company calls and says like, "Hey, we need you to do like promotional tours," which cuts into your camp to like make money for the company. And then like you kind of come in kind of tired and like not fully prepared. Like
you become champion,
and, like,
and then they're like, "How about you sign a 10-fight contract?"
Yeah, like
You're
We're
like,
still not going to promote you. Like, you need more followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, like, the career mode is, like, kind of, like,
Brutal.
It's demoralizing. Yeah.
Just like real MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Company
really
has
is
you by the balls.
a simulation.
Terrible. Who wants to play that?
Apparently, it wasn't that fun. I forget which one that was.
Let's get exploited in a video
The
game.
one with Israel Adesanya on the cover.
A UFC curse. Well, I think that was a round for Silva.
Yeah.
She didn't do too much. But she did enough.
A little cut down.
I mean,
though.
she's dangerous with the strikes, and Grasso doesn't really have an answer to be dangerous on her side. I feel like
Yeah.
she didn't do much, but Silva was the one with the most dangerous moments.
Yeah. I mean, it was mostly just that kick to the face.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, she threw some impressive kicks, but they didn't land. And then she landed one that was pretty nice. You know?
There it is.
Boom. They're showing us the replay, the one super kick to the face. But, like, Grasso doesn't... But it was just kind of, like, right in the mush.
Yeah.
And it pushed her back, but it didn't cut her. It didn't rock her.
She didn't get to fully extend.
You know, I'm saying Grasso's face is fine. There wasn't a lot of damage done in the first round. I think Silva won, but, like, not a ton happened.
Ugh,
And here we go.
Red corner.
Why? Who we seeing?
Fucking
Poilievre?
Poilievre just
He's not wearing glasses either. Can he even see what's going on?
Yeah, probably not.
Doesn't that guy wear glasses? Or he's trying to look cool so he doesn't wear glasses? I go to the UFC, I don't wear
I think
glasses.
he's still running for Prime Minister.
Yo. What's the deal with that guy? He didn't win a seat, but then somebody's like giving up their seat
Yeah.
so that he could run in like a
In
by-election.
like a rural Alberta.
That's some shine stuff. That's like, yo,
Yeah.
you did the shooting at the club, but because you're the head honcho, I'm going to do the jail time for you, bro.
Do life.
Yeah.
It was my gun.
That's some crazy stuff.
R.
man.
Kelly's bodyguard who's got to take a
Yo, what kind of payoff do you get for giving old Pierre your seat? Like, do you get some money or like that sucks?
probably nothing.
I wouldn't want to give up my seat. I'd be like, yo, this is mine. I don't want to give this
It's
up. I
happened
get to be an
before in the
MP.
past.
What
I
do you
don't
get
remember
though?
it's
who,
pretty
but-
commonplace when
You better
it's
get
like-
something out
and
of
like
it.
when it's like, hey, but you blew it, man. You lost your own writing.
Yo, I
even,
won. You
know?
lost. How come I have to give
Yeah.
up? It sucks. I'd be like, no, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I won. I like winning. He didn't win. I'm the new leader.
Yeah. How
Make me
about
the
that?
leader. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's my turn.
Yeah, they called me up. Oh, okay, the leader lost. We want you to drop out of your seat so that he can run. Well, no. How about I'm the new leader? How about that?
And he can fuck off.
Yeah, he can suck it. I guess they can't do that.
For some reason.
Yeah, I think they can do that, but the party wouldn't be happy with them.
For some reason.
You got to be cool with the party.
Not much happening here in the second round, it seems.
Nah,
Posturing.
that's why I'm fantasizing about
How
losing my MP seat to
these
Pierre
federal politics
Poilievre.
should go.
This fight totally sucks, so I'm talking about other shit because I'm bored by this dumb fight. Is AJ texting us, Fred? What's happening? Is that
Yeah.
AJ?
he's bored too.
AJ's bored too. He's texting us. AJ's at the fight texting, bored as hell.
I really hope with the camera pans over the crowd, we see AJ.
AJ keeps texting us pictures of a like half-empty building, and he's like, "Look how packed it is, guys." I'm like, "Well,
Dude.
there's a lot of empty seats. I don't want to tell him." His vision isn't great, AJ. He can't.
Evidently.
He's having problems. I don't know what's going on.
Mr. Magoo. He would understand that reference.
Exactly.
AJ's Baghdad Bob.
Wait, I don't understand that reference.
Go for it.
He's the guy that was doing the propaganda for Saddam, going like everything is fine, everything is good,
Okay, yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And
Tokyo Rose was
AJ's
one of
doing-
those. And
AJ's doing that propaganda for the UFC.
everything is full, everything is great.
Yeah. It's packed in here. There's so much energy, guys.
Lines out the door. They wish they can get in.
Yeah.
He's a stooge. He's a stooge.
AJ's just a big cheerleader for everything, you know? That's okay.
With some pom-poms.
Grasso's having some better moments here, landing some punches. She's controlling the center of the octagon. Silva looks a little tired. She's just kind of walking away.
Yeah,
She's circling.
She's kind of dancing.
Silva's not doing anything.
Yeah, Grasso's got octagon control.
Fred, why is Silva not doing anything? Why does she keep running? What the hell is this?
I don't know, man.
This is terrible. Silva is just circling, running, doing nothing. She's just running around. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's just circling back and forth at a distance.
Who is she? Tyler's latest.
She's like... This
She just wants to counterpunch.
fight sucks, man. Jeez. Oh, there's a little kick there from Silva that hit the hands of Grasso. Or like a foot in front of her. You know what I mean? This is, I don't know. Who's winning this round, Fred?
I don't know. Not me.
Grasso with some punches.
Oh, Grasso.
There you go. Grasso's like, I want to win this round because nothing's happened. Oh, Grasso. There you go. Grasso with a flurry of punches at the end.
Oh, she's looking a little beat up.
Oh, but Grasso ate something, too. She ate something in the exchange because her head is, like, all welted.
Yeah.
Her forehead's welted. She's got a cut on her forehead. Grasso ate some stuff in that flurry, but Grasso was pushing the pace. I'm giving Grasso round 2 just because she tried to make it a fight and nothing happened in that round. Grasso, it's 1-1 going into the third. We got to fight. God almighty. Trying to get excited about this, brother. Fucking Yankees lost today. I got to watch this UFC. Shit. Better beat the A's tomorrow, let me tell you.
Fucking A's, man.
Rodon didn't have a great start today.
Cena did an attitude adjustment to R-Truth at the press conference.
Yeah, R-Truth got involved.
Oh, yeah, R-Truth came out to try and help Cena.
He ate an RKO.
And then Randy hit him with the RKO. Because R-Truth loves John Cena because he says he grew up with John Cena.
Oh, the chill.
And here we go.
They're showing us a commercial for, or like a little ad for Chael Sonnen and Daniel Cormier. They're going to be coaching the next season of The Ultimate Fighter. One of the very rare seasons of The Ultimate Fighter where you have two retired guys that aren't going to fight each other at the end. Usually the whole gimmick of The Ultimate Fighter is you have two guys that are going to fight each other at the end. So they coach opposite each other, they compete that way, and then they fight. But these guys just have a podcast, and I guess they're going to coach The Ultimate Fighter.
Vanderlei and Chael, they got into it.
Yeah.
You know, Chael was like, don't raise your hands at me.
I can't let you get too close.
Yeah, can't let you get too close. Yeah.
Wanna now? Is there also like I saw online John Jones and Nate Diaz are doing some Ultimate Fighter Russia or something?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds weird.
But that's not like a UFC thing. That's like some Russian promotion that's doing some sort of their version of The Ultimate Fighter, and Jones and Nate Diaz are hosting that or coaching that.
Oh, they must be getting paid a ton to do that.
And like I saw that and I was like, well, how come the UFC doesn't have them doing that? If we're just going to get Chael and DC, wouldn't you prefer John Jones and Nate Diaz on The Ultimate Fighter? I'd watch that. I'd watch Nate coach a bunch of guys.
Did Nick Diaz coach against George?
No.
No.
Koscheck did.
Oh, gosh,
And
Jack.
somebody else. Didn't George do it twice? Did George do it twice?
I don't remember.
He kind of coached season 4, I think, the comeback season when Pat Cote was there. Wasn't George like kind of one of the coaches?
Maybe.
Had a bunch of
know.
different coaches for that.
I quit on The Ultimate Fighter the season, I think, of Rampage and Rashad.
I think that was 2.
Rashad.
2 or 3.
Oh, the best was Ronda and Misha Tate.
Oh yeah,
Fucking smirk.
that was a fun one. I like the. I think my favorite one was the Kimbo one. That was good because that was also Rampage and Rashad coaching.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they hated each other. Huh?
Yeah, that was the Rampage and Rashad one.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Rashad one when Rashad was on the Ultimate Fighter.
No, I'm talking about him coaching and.
Oh, yeah. That was
Rampage.
like season 10. Yeah, that was good. With Roy Nelson and Kimbo Slice and
big country.
Yeah.
Brendan Schaub and Matt Mitrione. Like, what a season that was.
Such names.
Yeah, such big names. You had Brendan Schaub and Kimbo Slice in the same house, brother. That's blockbuster.
The late Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, and the unfortunately still alive Brendan Schaub.
Yes. So gainfully.
Oh, God. That's a joke. I don't want him to die. I do want him off the internet forever, though.
Yeah.
But the internet likes him because he's a joke of himself, Like, he's not funny, but his existence is funny.
And was it Brian Callen's the other one?
Yeah, he's another guy. He's a little bit more offensive in the things that he allegedly has done. Grasso and Silva are still fighting here, and I think Grasso's had the better of the exchanges, although she just ate a kick to the face.
I'm
think
not
it's
sure.
just
I think
decision.
Silva is
Silva's
winning this
gonna
round.
win.
Silva's winning the round?
I think I would go with Silva for this round.
Silva's doing a lot of bouncing around, but she did land a really nice kick. I wonder why Grasso hasn't gone for more
Oh, she's bleeding.
takedown attempts. Yeah, Grasso's got a bad cut under her left eye. She's eating some big shots in this one. Nice push kick from Silva. Like Grasso went for a takedown before, like in the first round. Didn't get it. But she's losing a lot of these striking exchanges.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she didn't go for, another takedown after that one attempt in the first round.
Yeah, Silva's winning this one.
Because you had some really close, like, striking exchanges. You would think that maybe one takedown with a good amount of ground control could have won you the whole fight. But Silva looks like she won this third round. Coming on strong at the end. Probably pulls out the decision win. 2-1. Maybe 3-0, depending on how the judges score it. Not the most exciting fight.
No.
What's next? Do we have anything good?
Jose Aldo.
Oh, okay. Aldo and Aiemann, that's
Now
fun.
It's the good fights now.
Yeah.
3 good fights.
Well,
I'm going to go get some snacks. I'll be back.
okay. Fred's going for snacks.
Oh, we already have snacks.
We got snacks. We'll tell you who wins this fight in a second.
Yeah.
There's going to be a winner. Yeah.
It's LA Night.
It's a fight. Yeah. I'll take one of my snacks. Snack it up.
Yeah, I'll take a snack.
Give me one of them bits of Tim. It was a very Canadian show tonight. We're having bits of Tim.
That's true. Sorry, brother. Oh, yeah.
No, we can't both eat at the same time. That's not good. We got to take turns so one of us is talking. You see?
Oh, yeah.
Because if we both eat at the same time, then it's just 2 guys eating. Nobody wants to see that.
ASMR.
Nobody wants to see that. Who won? All 3 judges. 30-27. By
Ooh.
God. Mm-hmm.
Garcia got Tafacho Kulo Kuzid.
Grasso loses. Silva wins. 30-27 on all 3 judges' scorecard. All 3 rounds from all of the judges. How about that? How about that?
How about them apples?
Okay. Is she speaking now?
He speaks
Does she
Portuguese.
speak English? No, it's Portuguese. It's very Portuguese. There you go.
Probably like, yo, thank you, Jesus.
All right. Well, Natalia Silva wins.
Good for her. She's undefeated in UFC.
Good for her.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Hey, look, you're AJ.
I am AJ?
You are technically AJ right now. It's okay.
Oh, what?
I know it's not great to be AJ, but once in a while you
I
are.
wish I knew Harvey Keitel.
You don't.
I would have asked him so many questions.
Just reported the guy who was
You know?
twitching. AJ's fucking talking nonsense. AJ's trying to send me like reports.
Ringside Reports.
Nah, AJ's like somewhere in the building at the UFC, and he's hearing rumors through the crowd, and then he's trying to send me the text and be like, "This is
Some drunk guy a couple of rows for me.
breaking news, Dave. Breaking news.
GSP is going to fight tonight.
He's gonna fight some guy tonight.
Yeah.
Some guy told me he was gonna fight.
First-hand
Johnny,
sources.
can you get Dave something to eat?
Yes, somebody get me something to eat, brother."
Taking a selfie now.
Okay, we're watching Silva and her team take a selfie in the octagon.
Ooh.
This is extremely entertaining to watch. Seeing these big Quebec Commission guys. There's Sam Stout
Stout.
with a lady next to him. Who's this lady with Sam Stout? There's Mark Hominick.
Oh, we're going. Let's
The
go.
machine. The machine, Mark Hominick in the building. Legend of the UFC. Sean Brady, number 1 UFC welterweight contender.
All right. Then. Oh, New York City.
They're showing us New York City for some reason.
MSG.
I don't know. That would be November.
This looks like that's.
Are they showing us just like a promo video for Sean Brady? Is Sean Brady fighting soon?
I don't know, different
Sean O'Malley. Oh, versus Merab Dvalishvili. Oh, okay, because that's the next pay-per-view? They're hyping the next pay-per-view?
Jersey.
Must be. I don't think it's New York. It's probably Jersey. UFC 316, June 7th at the Prudential Center in Newark.
Oh.
Newark, New Jersey. They're showing us a promo video for Merab Dvalishvili and Sean O'Malley.
You've been to that venue.
I've been to the
Hey,
Prudential
Dave, here's
Center.
my
nice,
parlay.
It's
On the prelims,
really
I
nice.
pick every underdog to win.
What the hell was that? Yeah, the Prudential Center is a really nice building. It might be the nicest arena I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I haven't been to like a ton, but the one in Philly was okay. Not great. The
Toronto's is nice.
Toronto's is okay. Montreal's is good. Like Toronto, Montreal.
Boston's was nasty.
The Toronto one and Montreal, like the Bell Center and the ACC or whatever it's
The
called,
Scotiabank now.
basically the same.
Yeah.
Like basically the same. I didn't really notice Toronto's being much nicer than the Bell Center. The Boston Garden, whatever it's called, is not that great. You know, the Boston Arena where they do their things, not great. The Philly Arena, not bad, but not the best.
I've been to an arena in Tampa where the Lightning play. It's not that nice.
But yeah, the Prudential Center in Jersey was the nicest like arena, you know, NHL, NBA arena, whatever that I've ever been to.
Nice.
It's really nice. Seating was nice. Just the concourse was good. It's a nice building. It's a good building. It's New York, New Jersey. It's
where the Devils play. I
it's
think.
good. Yeah, home of the New Jersey Devils.
Or the Devils.
So that's where the UFC will be for UFC 316, the Prudential Center.
Oh, you think Stone Cold Steve Austin will make an appearance?
At UFC 316, he should. 316, brother. What is this? What are they showing us? Vitor Belfort.
Vitor!
Is Vitor coming
The
back?
Cheez-Its?
Hall of Fame.
Okay. He's not coming back?
I doubt it.
Can we see a Vitor come
Believe
back
in the
fight?
Cheez-Its.
Come on, man. If Vitor was fighting tonight, wouldn't you be more excited about this UFC pay-per-view? Yes. Yes, you would. What the hell do you have over there? What are you eating?
What?
Well, yeah.
I have a bunch of stuff. I started with this cheap chocolate cake from Dollarama, Italian
Ooh.
chocolate cake. That's very good, actually, man.
Yeah.
$3 and $3.50, I think, for a big cake. Great deal.
I got cakes at Dollarama now?
Like a big cake?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Italian cake. Man.
Italian cake.
Oh, like a panettone?
No, it's like in the same section, but it's not a panettone. It's more like a sponge cake.
Big mountain fudge cake.
It's like eating a delicious sponge.
It's like eating a delicious sponge.
Fred's got cake. We got Timbits. We're just eating over here. What a show. So they're showing Vitor Belfort highlights still.
How about a lot of highlights.
He's had a good career. I guess he's going in the Hall of Fame.
Didn't he get caught for
Hey, there's Vitor.
the juicing? Was he juicing?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't disqualify?
No, it's fine. It's not like baseball. MMA, you kind of accept that everybody was juicing at a certain period. So it's fine.
Was that Foresto? No. Was that Luke Rockhold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I beat Luke Rockhold?
Mm-hmm.
I love Luke Rockhold.
That was TRT Vitor, where he head kicked everybody. There's a head kick of Bisping. Bisping's still mad about that. He's like, he was cheating.
Yeah.
It's not right. Yeah. Now he's going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like he
and
should.
Bisping getting knocked unconscious, getting brain damage is like part of Vitor's. Like,
Yeah, wasn't this great? Like he's crying.
Vitor's crying.
The Cheez-Its.
It is kind of funny to see a man watch highlights of himself pounding the fuck out of other dudes, and then you see the man now, and he's like crying watching this. He's like, "Oh man,
What a beautiful ride!
what a beautiful ride it was, pounding the fuck out of all these dudes. I beat the shit out of those guys."
Yeah, I punched Anderson in the face.
And they showed one highlight of Anderson, but it's like you don't want to see the end of that fight, Vitor, because it didn't go well. That's the one where Vitor got like kicked right in the face. He got that crane kick.
Oh yeah.
Anderson made a highlight reel out of Vitor.
Didn't you see a fight, Vitor? Like his arm popped out, but he still won, or like his.
Nah, I saw Vitor pop out John Jones's arm.
Oh,
I saw
Jones.
Vitor fight John Jones, hit him with the arm bar. John Jones' arm fully hyperextended. John Jones' arm was like busted totally, but Jones like gutted through it, pulled his arm out somehow.
Speaking of the juice.
Yeah, and then that was like in the first or second round, and then they kept fighting, and then in like the fourth round, I think it was. Who's that big
He's
dude
sitting
next
with
to?
Mustafa.
Is that Mustafa?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty tough guy too. That Mustafa next to Vitor. Vitor's crying big time. There's some guy coming
I
to
thought it
kiss.
was Dana, but
It's not Dana. It's another bald man who came to kiss Vitor. That guy Mustafa doesn't seem to know Vitor very well and seems very uncomfortable sitting right next to him while he cries. There's Rashad Evans coming to hug Vitor.
Oh, Rashad.
Vitor is in town, I guess, for this.
Doesn't Vitor have some ties with TriStar?
I don't know.
I think he's trained here before.
Oh, yeah? I
Yeah,
mean, a lot of
in the
people have
past.
trained at TriStar. It's possible. That does sound familiar. I mean, I doubt he's still training there, unless he is for some reason. Does he
No,
still
but I
fight?
mean, he probably has some friends and all. Like, when you spend so many years in MMA and all, like, UFC maybe also told him, "Hey, Vitor, just come, trust us," and they were planning to.
Yeah, maybe they had like
Honor him.
autograph stuff too. Like it's possible they did a Q&A with Vitor at some point.
Like, we'll pay your ticket, Vitor. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here we go. It's Aiemann Zahabi versus Jose Aldo. Aiemann, 37 years old from Laval, Quebec. Aldo, 38 years old from Manaus, Brazil. Aiemann Zahabi 12-2 as a pro. Aiemann has won 5 in a row now in the UFC. He dropped 2 in a row after winning his first fight in the UFC, but has come back to win 5 in a row, including twice in 2024. Coming to take on the legend, greatest featherweight of all time, Jose Aldo, who has lost 2 of his last 3 fights, but has won 4 of his last 6, so he's got a bit of a skid lately, but a split decision loss to Mario Bautista in his last outing back in October 2024. He beat Jonathan Martinez by unanimous decision before that last May. And before that, he lost to Merab Dvalishvili by decision in a 3-rounder in August of 2022. So Aldo, he's definitely seen better days. Not quite prime Aldo. Not the Aldo that we saw in front of, what was it, 50, 60,000 people at the Sky Dome way back in, jeez, when was that, Fred?
Was that GSP Jake Shields?
GSP, Jake Shields, Sky Dome.
2011,
Jose Aldo fought the
2012.
Machine, Mark Hominick. 2011.
Wow.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Aldo was a beast back then. That was 2011. Aldo co-main evented, defended the UFC Featherweight Championship in Toronto. It was crazy. But that was 14 years ago. And here he is against Aiemann Zahabi. Aiemann coming into the cage with his
GSP.
his brother Faraz and George St. Pierre. There he is.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
That haircut. Oh, what's up with that?
Looks
Was he
great.
trying to look like Guile from Street Fighter?
It's Tintin.
It is a little tang. Captain Aduk.
I mean, I don't think you should be talking about anybody's hair, man.
Well, I've got some.
You need a haircut.
Yeah, well, not because you have some that it's better than GSP. GSP's looking great, man.
GSP's got hair. He does look kind of funny, though. You like his haircut?
He looks like Vanilla Ice.
You don't think his haircut
Yeah.
is
He
funny?
looks like Vanilla Ice.
He looks a little weird with the frosted. Like,
Looks
what's he doing
stylish.
getting dye jobs on his hair? It doesn't look a little funny to you?
When I was a teenager, I dyed my hair because Jacques Villeneuve used to do it back in the day. So
Yeah, but GSP's like 40-something years old.
what, man?
It looks a little funny. The hair looks a little funny. With the like little thing up there that's like dyed. Like he's doing that on purpose.
Of course,
Yeah.
he's styling and profiling.
You like it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't judge it.
I don't
You-
dislike it, but I do think
it's not
it
a
looks a
question of
little
liking
funny.
it.
Silly.
You
It
guys
looks-
are judging it as if it's something wrong.
I just feel like
It's a little vain.
no, I just wonder like what goes through his mind where he goes, okay, this is what I'm gonna do some of my hair. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get like a little bit up here and I'm gonna get it like dyed blonde. That would look cool. It's just the funny idea. It's like, is he coming up with this? Does he have some sort of stylist deciding this? I'm just wondering, what the process is behind GSP deciding this. Because I don't put a lot of thought into my hair. I go, oh, it's getting a little longer than I want it. Let's just shave it off, and then we'll keep on moving. I'm not a man who puts a lot of thought into the hair. So seeing any guy who clearly is putting thought into his hair, who's a man of a certain age, I go, what's going on there? Why are you doing that? Maybe you got too much time on your hands. He is retired, after all. I don't know. I just go, why? What's going on there? Like, look at Jose Aldo. He's just got, like, a bald head, shaved bald. Normal. I get that.
He couldn't pull off the GSP haircut, man.
Aldo's Brazilian, man. He can
And
dance.
neither
You've
could
seen
you.
him dance.
Neither could you.
Yeah, I could.
You gotta. You're losing a little too much here.
I'm not losing anything, Fred. There's nothing losing.
It's no receding hairline.
There's nothing losing anywhere. It's just how my head is designed. The hairline has always stayed the same. I'll tell you if I'm losing. I'll let you know. You'll be the first to know. Fred, what do I do? I think I'm losing my hair. For the
Just accept
Rogaine, what's that? How does that work? You know? Start asking questions.
Some plugs.
I'll get the John Cena thing. I'll get the plugs. You know? I'll go full Cena. If you don't see me for 3 months, I'm in Turkey or something. I come back with scars on my head. You know why. You know why.
Oh, turkey.
All right?
Getting the full Erdogan.
I'm going to come back looking like GSP.
Yeah.
With the little thing on my head.
At least a little tuft.
It's Jose Aldo minus 190, Aiemann Zahabi plus 160. It's a fight that's about to happen for the UFC at UFC 315. We're watching it. It's the Ringside Report Network. Am I wrong? What the hell is this? That's not the fight. This is the fight. Aiemann Zahabi, Jose Aldo. They're in the cage. They're doing the introductions. The crowd is getting excited. I think. Are they excited? I can't tell. Can't really hear it. Let's see. Oh, they're doing thumbs down for Aldo, I think. Oh no, were they doing thumbs down for Aiemann? Those people were doing thumbs down for Aiemann. They showed they were doing introductions for Aiemann, and then they showed the crowd, and there was a bunch of people doing thumbs down. Why are they doing the thumbs down for Aiemann, Fred? Do they just love Aldo so much?
Could be.
Wow.
Could be Aldo's family.
The Aldos.
Those people didn't look like Aldo at all. None of those people look like Jose Aldo.
There's Dana.
Dana White is there.
Oh,
Mergliata. Referee Dan Mergliata
That's
is
a
there.
referee I recognize.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows Big Dan Mergliata.
Whatever happened to Ariane?
I think she retired. Can't be doing the ring card
Ariane,
game forever.
No?
It's Ariane, not Ariana, if I remember
here we go.
correctly.
This is Ariane.
I don't know what happened to her. She must be still alive. She's just not doing UFC stuff anymore. It's Aiemann Zahabi and Jose Aldo. The fight has begun. Yeah, big test for Aiemann. Big. This has got to be the biggest fight of his life. He's fighting a legend in Montreal, right? It's cool. When they announced this fight, I was like, wow, good for Aiemann Zahabi. This is like a giant fight. Fighting Aldo in front of your hometown for the UFC.
Waiting for somebody to throw a punch.
Yeah. Plus, Aemann's like 37, you know. How many more big opportunities is he going to get? Like, he's won 5 in a row, and beating Aldo will definitely do something for his career. They're both ranked right now at bantamweight. Aiemann ranked 15, Aldo ranked 11. A win over Aldo could put Aiemann in the top 10. I mean, we say this is the biggest fight of his career, but it doesn't mean it will be the biggest fight of his career when he's all done. Like, he could win this fight and get himself to be a fight or two away from a title shot with an impressive win over Jose Aldo. Oof, Aldo landed a nice punch there.
Leaving himself open.
Nice right hand from Aldo. Whoa, another one from Aldo. Aldo looks a little bit thicker than Aiemann, doesn't he? Aldo looks big.
His back and shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't remember him being so much like he looks like the
No.
Hunchback almost right now.
Ooh. Makes you think.
Well, Aldo did have trouble cutting weight. This fight was supposed to be at 135, and it wound up being at 145 because Aldo couldn't get down to 135. Aldo, one of, if not the greatest 145er of all time. If you're Aiemann Zahabi, like you're going to fight Jose Aldo, why not fight him at 145? That's where you want to fight Jose Aldo. That's where it counts. Beat the greatest featherweight of all time at featherweight. That's the move. But Aldo looks big. Aiemann so far having trouble landing. Aldo keeping that guard up, keeping that distance, throwing a nice push kick, and then keeping his foot up. Standing on one foot for a little bit there, Jose Aldo. Oh, nice rips to the body from Aldo with speed and precision. Those were beautiful. We're seeing the skill of Jose Aldo on display here. Really impressive.
Yeah, those body shots.
Aldo's looking
They're
sharp.
adding up.
Aldo's looking pretty good so far. Aimann's having trouble finding an opening. There's Aldo with a short left to the body. George St. Pierre and Aimann's brother Fiorot Zahabi in the corner of Aiemann. Fiorot, of course, the corner man for GSP for so many years, head coach over at the TriStar Gym in Montreal. A lot of guys still training at TriStar. Still one of the bigger gyms in the city. For all things martial arts. A lot of good jiu-jitsu guys coming out of there. Good MMA fighters. Oh, but Aiemann, speaking of good MMA fighters out of TriStar, Aiemann landing a combination on Jose Aldo.
Cornered him a bit.
Has him up against the fence, but Aldo firing back. But Aiemann finally finding his range and landing some shots there. And it's becoming a bit of a firefight with Aldo firing back. Aiemann sitting in the pocket and exchanging with Aldo. Eating a couple shots, but standing firm and throwing a couple back here. Ooh, Aldo with some nice rips to the body, but Aiemann firing back with a 1-2 combo. Oh, Aldo with a nice left hook. My God, but Aiemann ate it, and he continues to move forward. Oh, and the round comes to an end. Aiemann getting real aggressive there at the end of the round, putting the pressure on Aldo, and Aldo looks like he felt the pressure a little bit, taking some deep breaths as the first round comes to an end. I think Aldo won that round, but Aiemann found something there. I think Aiemann realized that he needed to take one to land one, and he was able to take a few of those and not have too much trouble.
I think also if this fight becomes like a high tempo fight where there's a lot of energy being used, this might be a fight that Aiemann could like have a little bit of success in, because I could see Aldo slowing down, if anything.
Aldo taking those deep breaths after that exchange, you know. Aldo had trouble making weight. Aldo had to travel all the way from Brazil. That doesn't do well for your cardio. You know, the travel, the weight cut troubles, like there could be
change in altitude.
And
maybe?
here we go.
From Brazil.
I have
no
no
idea.
idea.
That matter.
I don't know. But it's not like we're at altitude here. It's not going to be an issue. But, you know, Aldo might slow down. Here comes Aiemann landing a nice knee to the body and a jab in the opening seconds of the second round. Aiemann Zahabi got real aggressive in that final minute. Wasn't enough to steal the round, but maybe was enough to take the momentum into these next two rounds of this fight. Could be a huge win for Aiemann Zahabi. Would be massive. They asked GSP if he was going to put the welterweight title around the winner of the main event tonight. And he said, well, if Aiemann wins and everything goes well, maybe I'll do it if that's what they want. It'd be cool. The greatest welterweight of all time. GSP. You know what I'm saying? AJ sending us pictures of himself with people that I don't recognize. Are we supposed to recognize these people with AJ?
Is it Harvey Keitel?
Am I supposed to take these pictures and put them on the internet, Fred? I don't understand what he's doing. It's weird when AJ sends me pictures with people that I don't know who these people are. Who's that guy?
Couldn't tell you.
Who's that lady?
No.
Who are those people? Who are those people you are with?
Name them.
I don't know who AJ's with. AJ's sending us pictures of himself. I don't know why. AJ's at the fights tonight. That's why he's not here. He went to see the fights. Mother's Day tomorrow.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta wake up early. Can't be going to the fights. We got things to do. We got places to be here. Nice jab from Aiemann. Aiemann staying in the pocket with Jose. Not playing that distance game. It wasn't working for him. Now willing to trade in the pocket. Using some head movement. Landing some jabs. Eating a couple jabs, but Aldo not landing anything too solid. There's a knee to the body from Aldo, but Aiemann firing back with a solid jab. Aiemann Zahabi finding his rhythm here against Jose Aldo. A little bit. Landing. Oh.
Eye poke?
No.
Balls?
Balls. Aldo complaining about a knee to the balls that he took accidentally there from Aiemann Zahabi.
Old balls.
Aiemann pushing the pace.
Ooh, some blood, though, on Aimann's face.
Yeah, Aimann's eating some solid punches from Aldo. Like, Aimann's having a little bit of trouble landing on Aldo. Like, he's chasing him. He's putting pressure on him. But Aldo's landing some good counter shots. And Aimann's having trouble.
Oof.
He's having trouble catching Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
You see Aldo there firing with those jabs. Aldo's very quick. And really skilled. I mean, you see that footwork there just moving around. It's just
Dodge that punch.
Very impressive. Still at 38 years old, very athletic.
Again?
And now again.
Uh-oh.
A kick to the balls that lands on Jose
Aldo's smiling,
Aldo.
but he's kind of like, that's twice now.
And Aldo's like, again? Come on, what are we doing here? And another pause in the action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we've heard about this tactic before. This is kind of a thing, isn't it?
It must make the guy a little, like, have a little less gas in the tank.
This is a thing in MMA, man. Because of what we just saw. Jose Aldo got kneed and kicked in the balls. Did Aiemann Zahabi get penalized at all?
He should for the second time.
The second one was like pretty much
should
just
deduct the
straight
points.
balls. I'm not saying he did it on purpose. I'm just saying there's no reason.
Even if you don't do it on purpose.
I'm just saying there's no reason not to do it on purpose.
You get points deducted.
Yeah, but you don't for the most part. The guy just gets 5 minutes to recover from a kick to the balls.
But I always thought like 2 shots.
And like if you need a little breather, Aiemann landing a right hand. I don't know. And now Aldo landing a knee to the body. As the round comes to an end.
It's a tougher round to judge.
Yeah. The frosted tips is funny. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we saying here, Fred? The frosted tips is not amusing to you?
Nah, man. If I wasn't bald, I would go for that, man.
You would do that? That would be your hairstyle?
Why not?
A little tuft of hair on the top of your head, and then you would get that dyed. You would get that dyed blonde, platinum blonde.
Like I say, I've dyed my hair before in the past, so I've had.
What would you say
tips
if
in
I
the
came
past.
through and that was my new haircut? This is what I'm doing. What would happen if I did that?
It would look strange.
Good for you.
Good for me.
How about you just go like silver? You know, like you can't do the tips, but you know, like what is it, like a Cisco or whatever? He would have his hair like
all around.
Yeah,
Cisco?
that's what you should do.
Like thong
yeah, that's what
song?
you should do.
Cisco?
Yeah.
Oh man,
pretty good. Thong to thong thong thong.
And here we go.
Okay, round 3.
Where is Mike Goldberg?
I don't know who won that second round. I really don't know, but I'm gonna say Aldo won.
I'll say Aldo because the ball shots.
Because the ball shots and also Aiemann ate like a pretty good couple punches there. He got a cut above his left eye. Aldo right now minus 180, the live favorite to win. So I'm going to guess he's winning this fight. Second round was close, though. Second round could really go either way. Maybe you get some hometown judges for Aiemann and it's 1-1. Maybe. But I think a lot of people scored in 2018 Aldo so far. Some people scored in 1919. Round 2 is definitely close. I think this fight is still up for grabs, and Aiemann Zahabi landed a nice 1-2 combination. Aiemann is in this fight. As long as he lands more in this round, he gives himself a really good chance to win. All he has to do is win this third round, and he sets himself up real nicely because that second round could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm.
He lost the first round, but who knows how the judges are scoring round 2. Ooh. Oh! Oh, Aiemann gets
God
dropped.
Almighty.
Aiemann gets a knee to the face and
he's running. Oh,
and drops.
Crashes.
Aiemann is on wobbly legs. Aldo is chasing him and landing big punches. Oh, my goodness. Aldo with a big knee to the face, followed by a right hand that
kick
dropped.
legal? Was that kick legal?
Which
Because he looked like he had his hands on the ground.
I don't know. I have to see a replay. There was a bunch of strikes very quickly from Jose Aldo, but Aiemann somehow has recovered and is now throwing knees to the body and punches to the face. And Aldo's looking up at the clock like, what the hell is going on? How much time do I have left with this guy?
This clock got
Aiemann
wrong.
Zahabi almost got finished. Aldo maybe emptied the tank going after him, and now Aimann's going after Aldo. Oh, my goodness. Aiemann is giving it everything he has. He refuses to die. Aiemann now pushing Aldo into the fence. Aldo with a double-legged 10. But Aiemann stuffs the takedown and pushes Aldo to his back.
Oh, good God
Aiemann on top throwing punches.
Aiemann.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was a shot to the side of the head.
Aldo is breathing heavy. He's in trouble. Aiemann Zahabi in the closed guard of Jose Aldo in the center of the cage with 2 minutes
slow
left.
Things down.
It should, but Aiemann is going to empty the gas tank. He's going to throw everything he has at Aldo as he continues to throw punches in the guard of Aldo.
Oh, that was a hammer shot.
Aldo's trying to survive. He's in survival mode. That's not good when the third round could decide the whole fight.
We have a lot of time left.
Aldo almost finished Aiemann Zahabi a minute ago.
This could be a 10-8, man.
Well, Aiemann almost got knocked out, though.
Yeah, it's true.
Aiemann now with big elbows. This could be a TKO, Fred. Aiemann might finish Jose Aldo right here with big elbows inside the guard of Aldo as Aldo tries to tie him up and just survive now. Aldo is trying to survive.
Yeah, he's not trying to.
He's not trying to get up.
Position.
He's not trying to improve position. He's not looking for submissions. He is trying to avoid getting hammer-fisted and elbowed as Aiemann Zahabi rains blows upon him from inside the guard like Frank Costanza on Festivus.
George is freaking.
GSP and Fiorot going nuts in the corner. as Aldo holding on to the glove, kind of illegally. Kinda
Oh,
holding.
big cut.
Big cut on Jose
Big
Aldo from a
cut.
big elbow. More
Jeez,
elbows.
brother.
Aimann's brother Firas demanding more elbows from his little brother. GSP in the corner.
Oh, yeah, this is a
Going
10-8,
nuts.
man. This has got to be a 10-8.
Oh! Aldo's looking like a zombie.
Aldo is dead.
Oh,
Aldo is dead.
Jesus.
Oh, Aldo is leaking blood.
Oh, my. From the top of his skull.
Aldo looks like
Jesus.
Aldo is an Abdullah the Butcher level bloody right now. Look at him with the
my
cuts on his forehead.
God.
Brother,
Oh.
he's gigging tonight. There's color in the octagon. Big slams now as Aldo holds him in the guard and Aiemann just slams him down to the mat as the fight comes to an end. What a battle.
What a closing
What
round.
a war. What a round.
Firas is
Aiemann, Firas hugging them both. Firas right in there.
kissing Aldo.
Kissing Aldo. And Aldo's corner putting him on his shoulders. Firas putting his little brother on his shoulders. They're parading around the shoulders. This is a, what do you call it? The chicken,
Chicken jockey?
they're doing chicken jockey in the octagon.
chicken jockey!
Chicken jockey!
I'm not going to throw
Let's throw shit. It's chicken jockey in the octagon. They're double chicken. Isn't that chicken jockey?
Yeah, I guess.
They were double chicken jockeying. Fred, you know about the chicken jockey? It's a Minecraft movie thing, brother. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
I barely
Too
understand.
sophisticated.
My son, he explains these things to me because it's not for me. But they chicken jockeyed. I know about that. I know about the song, too.
There's a lava chicken.
There's a song, Lava Chicken song. That's a big one.
A lot of chicken. A lot of chickens.
What a fight. Aiemann Zahabi, I think maybe won.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Are they going to call it a draw?
I think.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
man.
That's like a soccer kick.
I think that was a
I mean,
legal
he's-
kick.
Yeah. I'm not sure. He still had his hand down.
Did he
no?
have both hands down?
Maybe not.
Magic,
Yeah.
magic. Huh?
Wow. Man, when Aldo ate those knees and then he looked at the clock, he was fucked.
Yeah, who knows what's going
Like,
through
looking
his
at the clock, you're like, oh, no. Aldo's done.
head. Oh.
Oh, big elbow from Aiemann. We're seeing the replays. Aiemann Zahabi.
Oh, my Jesus.
Like, if this fight doesn't end and Aemann's just on top of him and the ref doesn't pull him off, like, Aiemann wins. Aiemann
Fatality.
finishes. Yeah, kills Aldo. But that's not how fights go. And Aldo may have won the first 2 rounds.
Maybe. Baby.
Maybe, baby.
I'll have you.
You see Firas, like, as Aiemann is hugging Jose, Firas is already in the cage trying to lift Aiemann up on his shoulders, but he's like, oh, I can't do that because my brother's hugging his opponent. Let me wait. Firas really wanted to put his brother up on his shoulders.
So
He couldn't wait. He was like, I need this guy on my shoulders. Unanimous. 29-28.
Aldo?
Unanimous decision. Aiemann Zahabi.
Good God Almighty.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Aldo sitting in the cage. Cannot believe
Crestfallen.
it. Very sad. Aldo thought he won.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Aiemann Zahabi wins a unanimous decision 29-28. I guess he won round 2 and 3 from all 3 judges.
Yeah.
Wow. A massive win for Aiemann Zahabi. Biggest win of his career. Beats the legend Jose Aldo in front of his hometown at the Bell Center for the UFC on pay-per-view. Now gets on a 6-fight win streak. Just beat the number 11 guy at bantamweight. At 37 years old, he could be on a title run. What a win for Aiemann Zahabi. Kind of shocking. Did he win the second round? I guess he did.
Yeah. Landed some shots, but The third round, just a lot of damage. Oh,
That third round was serious.
all that blood.
Oh, he wants Cheeto Vera. Aieman's got a call out. Wow. There he is, Aiemann Zahabi. A big win for him. Big win for him. And he calls out Cheeto Vera, which would be a cool fight. Aiemann wants big names. He just beat Jose Aldo. Why not? Damn. I'm a little surprised he won the decision. But, like, I'm a little surprised it was unanimous. You know, that second round could have been either or. He definitely won the third. He definitely lost the first. But, yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's cool. Good for Aiemann. Huge win. And now they're interviewing Jose Aldo. He takes off his gloves. Is this it?
No way.
I think Aldo's retiring again. He has retired before. This is him coming out of retirement, and I think he's going back into it. I think. I don't know. He's speaking Portuguese. I don't really know what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying something.
Caralho.
Our subtitles say speaking Portuguese, so I guess. I think Aldo's retiring. He's got a lot to say.
Yeah.
It would be good if the translator could speak, but Aldo's just doing a long speech. Okay. Thank you to Dana and the UFC. Sounds like retirement. Wow, Aldo's face is a mess.
Yeah.
His left cheek is like 4 times the size of his right cheek. You see that? Half his face is inflated. I think his jaw's broken. Or his orbital, like something's broken in there. Or swollen terribly. Like, what's going on with his face?
He doesn't want to go to
He just
war.
doesn't want to do this anymore. He doesn't have it in him.
I mean, he went out swinging.
I mean, he went to war right there. I think he still has it in him because that fight was pretty damn impressive. Like, he brought it. He almost beat Aiemann Zahabi, but oh well. If he doesn't feel like he wants to fight anymore, he should not fight. Yeah, it's sad. I wonder if he retires if he wins that fight, you know? I wonder how much the loss.
Yeah.
Now they're showing us the scores. And yeah, all 3 judges scored rounds 2 and 3 for Aiemann. And round 1 for Jose Aldo. You know, they don't usually show us the scores and the judges who scored them on the pay-per-view. Interesting that they're doing that, right? PK Subban is there.
Alrighty then.
And Ian Machado Gary is there as well, with his wife, of course, and his alleged son.
Whatever happened there?
Whatever happened there. Is it his son? He says it is.
So, cool.
Other people claim otherwise.
Really?
UFC fighters just making jokes about him, I think.
I see.
You know, people. He's the biggest cuck in the UFC.
Okay.
He's a UFC cuck. I don't even think he is. It's just something people say about him. It's pretty bad, actually. Sucks for him. Kind of sucks. But
These look some sad-looking people.
I don't know. His wife's like 40. He's like 25 or something. There was something about her. I don't know. People are mean.
What's wrong with it?
She seems nice.
If he was 40 and had a 25-year-old wife, no one would bat an eye.
Didn't her ex-husband live with him? And
I think that was not true. That was just a rumor.
but he's also his trainer. Like,
is he though, or is he
or
just like? Is he?
like it seems like a complicated story. That's why people are making fun of him.
Maybe. Seems like a messy situation, but these things often are. Things happen. Whatever. So Aiemann Zahabi wins, surprisingly. We didn't pick him to win. I feel bad. Should have picked him to win. But I wanted him to win, and he won. So that's good. Close
Good
fight.
for him.
That third round was nuts.
Yeah.
Because he almost got knocked out in that third round. He almost got
Very
totally
close.
finished.
I thought that was going to be over.
And then somehow he comes back and wins. That was crazy.
Yeah, he comes back and just like starts taking control.
Yeah, just beat the hell out of Aldo. Big takedown, just beat the hell out of him. That was big. Wow, Wikipedia is... If you go on Wikipedia and see the result, what the hell is going on here? Oh, we're getting a commercial. If you go on Wikipedia and see the result of this fight, it's Aiemann Zahabi, Rob, Jose Aldo, decision, Canadian judge theft.
Oh my goodness.
People are editing on Wikipedia. It's pretty funny.
It sounds.
I guess some people are not happy with the result. Because, like...
I mean, round 2 could go to Aiemann. I disagree. Like, I think Aiemann won round 2, and he definitely won round 3. And if anything, I would have still given a 10-8 for round 3. So at worst, it should have been a draw for Aiemann, I feel.
Sure. But, like, the second round, I think if I said, "No, Fred, I think the second round went to Aldo," I don't think you'd have a huge argument with me. You know, I think you'd be like,
no,
yeah, maybe.
but I wouldn't go to Wikipedia and claim something nefarious.
Yeah. I wouldn't go on Wikipedia to edit anything ever, though. So, you know? I don't know. I just think there's something there when the UFC...
I think it might be AJ that's editing Wikipedia.
He doesn't know how to do that. You know full well he has no clue how to do that. That's crazy. Let's see what the Twitter is saying about Jose Aldo right now. If you search him,
I'll be right back.
All right. Just Aldo retirement. I'm not seeing a lot of. I'm seeing some people kind of confused that Aldo lost.
With 2 fights left, Dave, what are the odds of us going under 10 rounds?
Oh God, I think not. I don't think. I hope not. I think Jack Della finishes Belal in like the second or third, so I don't predict that to go the distance, but I could see Manon going the distance of Valentina, which is going to be long and kind of useless. So Verdict MMA, that compiles scores from like a bunch of people, they can just submit their scores to Verdict MMA. They had a slight edge for Jose Aldo in round 2. So a lot of people thinking that Aldo won the second round and the first. A lot of people thinking Aldo won the first 2 rounds. A lot of people on Twitter saying Aldo got robbed. So, I don't know. I think when the UFC shows you the scorecards and who the judges were, that tells you that, like, ooh, even the UFC thinks that was kind of a close one and maybe didn't quite go the right way.
They showed the cards for every fight as of yet.
No, they don't. They don't show the scorecards for every fight, not every decision.
Yeah, that wasn't the first time.
It doesn't happen. It only happens when it's like, ooh, I don't know about that. No?
I've seen it before tonight. Like, this is not the first time they do this tonight.
Really? It
Yeah.
seemed unusual to me. I don't see it very often. Who scored what? We usually have to go look that up.
I know, but I'm telling you, they showed it earlier tonight for another fight. What was the other decisions of the night?
Well, Natalia Silva, Alexa Grasso, they didn't show it. 30-27 on all 3.
They did, actually.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice. Okay. Okay, so that's a new thing, part of their broadcast. Because usually I have to go look it up, right? And then we show it on our thing, but I don't see it on their broadcast. But I guess they're doing that now, which is good. They should show it. Why wouldn't they? Show who are the judges and what round they scored for who. Give us more information. That's good for a broadcast. Here comes Manon Fiorot making the walk with French MMA pioneer Christophe Midou in her corner. One of GSP's early heroes in MMA, right? Remember that guy who was always around GSP? We got Manon winning this fight, right? AJ must be real excited. He's been a big fan of Manon Fiorot for a long time. AJ must be going nuts right now. He loves it. Manon Fiorot from France. They couldn't get a Quebec fighter in a title fight because nothing really made sense. But they figured, hey, Manon's from France, so that's close enough, right? She speaks French, so that's good. Quebec people speak French. Manon speaks French. Same thing. And here she is. Not a lot of celebrities cage side. Have they shown Poliev on the broadcast? Have they identified him?
I don't think so. I didn't notice.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. You would think they would. And there we see Fiorot coming in, the challenger as the favorite. Not something you see very often for title fights. Champions tend to be favored, especially long-reigning champions like Valentina Shevchenko, but that's just a sign of the respect people have for Manon Fiorot. I'd love to see Manon finish Valentina. That would be sick. You know? Knockout, first round. People would be shocked. We've seen Valentina finished before, but it was a submission from Alexa Grasso. She's the only person to have finished Valentina in the UFC. Valentina's other two losses in the UFC come to Amanda Nunes, both by decision. Valentina 24-4-1 as a pro. She's been very good for a very long time. She won the world title back in December 2018, beating Joanna Jędrzejczyk. 2018, she won the flyweight championship. She held it until 2023 when she lost. Then she got an immediate rematch with Alexa Grasso that went to a draw. Then she got another rematch with Grasso that she won pretty one-sidedly in a unanimous decision. Valentina came off against Alexa Grasso and had the best performance against Alexa Grasso, of the trilogy. She really dominated Grasso. Losing the first one, the second one was really close. The draw made sense. But the third one was like, oh, wow, Valentina's way better than her now. What just happened? Valentina just improved somehow. At 37 years of age, she's still improving. She is the greatest flyweight champion in women's MMA history. She is a legend of the game. And she's been the world champion, basically, except for that blip with Alexa Grasso in the trilogy where she lost it and gained it back. Two-time champion, basically been the champion since 2018. It's a near 7-year run on top with the world title.
Is she the greatest women's fighter of all time?
I'd say it's Amanda Nunes.
Amanda
beat her.
They had stats earlier. Okay, so Amanda's number 1. Valentina's probably number 2.
Yeah.
Who would be the number 3? Because they had some stats earlier. So title defenses.
Ronda, maybe?
Ronda has 6, but so has Joanna. And there was somebody else also tied at 6. Oh, yeah, Zhang Weili. So, Zhang Weili and Joanna have as many successful title defenses as Ronda. Amanda had 12, I think. Valentina 9, and the others had 6.
And Zhang Weili's still going.
Yep.
Well, Zhang Weili might be number 3. If you're doing a top 5 women's MMA and I think you probably have
Valentina,
Zhang Wei Li, Joanna, Ronda. You know?
Feels about right.
But I guess Holly Holm doesn't fit into that, and Rose Namajunas doesn't fit into that, and a lot of other great fighters that have been world champion. Misha Tate.
No, not Misha Tate.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Former champions. There haven't been a lot of champions in the women's in women's MMA. Like, we haven't seen a lot of different champions, right? We could probably name all the champions that the UFC's ever had. Right? The women's bantamweight championship, you can trace the history. It goes Ronda to Holly to Misha to Amanda to Raquel to Juliana, back to Amanda, and then Amanda vacated. Then Raquel won it briefly, and then Juliana took it, and now Juliana's going to defend against Kayla Harrison. So that's the women's bantamweight championship. Women's flyweight championship. It was, Carla Esparza, right?
Yeah.
And then Joanna took it from her. And then... no, wait, sorry. That's not flyweight. That's strawweight. Carla was the first strawweight champion, 115. Right? Joanna was the 115 champion, right?
Yeah.
And then she moved up to 125 later.
125 did not exist at the beginning.
Right. Wait, does that make sense? 115 existed, but 125 didn't?
115 and 135 were the two original.
Right, that's what they started with. So 115 was Carla, then Joanna, then...
I forget.
Oh.
I don't know.
Rose,
and then
I think Rose beat
Rose, and then Zhang Wei Li, right?
So Rose's second.
Joanna
try.
won it back against Zhang Wei Li. Didn't she win it back?
See, that's tough. I know who has held the belt, but I can't really tell you. That's a tough one. Joanna was 2-division champion. Joanna might be the best women's fighter of all time. She won the title at flyweight and at strawweight. She was the greatest strawweight champion.
Amanda's the greatest female fighter ever.
Who? Amanda, yeah.
Amanda.
So it went Carla to Joanna to Rose to Andrade to Zhang Wei Li, back to Rose, back to Esparza, and then back to Zhang Wei Li.
Yeah, Esparza had a second run.
Yeah, Esparza had that second run with that weird fight against Rose, right? And then as far as the women's flyweight championship, it's been pretty much
Valentina looks pretty relaxed, man.
all Valentina.
I like Valentina's
I gotta
look.
say, I regret not getting a hoodie that said Joanna champion. When she was going by Joanna champion.
She was pretty cool back then.
That was pretty badass.
She was very
And
badass.
like in the face-offs, when she,
The Boogie Woman.
yeah.
She was very
Don't,
cool.
I would
don't
always
smile.
say-
Don't smile.
I would always say I wanted her to play a villain on a James Bond film, man. She would have been
Yeah, she would have been a cool femme fatale.
Ooh, I bet you will never, ever find who the first ever women's flyweight champion was. She didn't ever defend it, and she was stripped of the championship. She won it on the Ultimate Fighter, never defended, and basically didn't have a UFC career. If I tell you her name, you won't even recognize it. It's crazy.
I'm trying to remember
Her name was
now.
Nico Montano. She was the first ever UFC women's flyweight champion, won it on the Ultimate Fighter, didn't defend it, beat Roxanne Modafferi for it, never defended, and then couldn't cut weight and make 125, so had to vacate it. And then Valentina fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the vacant belt, and she beat her. So Joanna never actually won the belt. She just fought for the belt. I did say that she had won both belts, but she only fought for the flyweight championship when it was vacant. Valentina won it. Then Valentina lost to Alexa Grasso. Then Valentina won it back. So the flyweight championship has basically been all Valentina Shevchenko. She beat Jessica Ai, Liz Carmouche, Caitlin Chukagian, Jennifer Maia, Jessica Andrade, Lauren Murphy, Tyla Santos, and Alexa Grasso for that belt.
Oh, Carmouche.
That's right. Carmouche fought Ronda, too. Ooh, nice straight jab that finds its target there from Manon Fiorot. As we're in the first round of Valentina and Manon. Manon looks big and tall. My goodness.
Ooh.
Oh, Valentina lands a nice right hand. You can't count out Valentina Shevchenko. Ever.
Right hand that says, get back in that can.
That's right. Back in that can.
Whoa.
This could be a 5-rounder. The way they're fighting now, they're both pretty, they're pretty tentative. You know what I mean? Well. Yeah, Manon throws a kick that Valentina blocks. Manon's got some muscular
she's
legs.
bleeding, though, Manon.
Oh,
Jesus.
my goodness. Valentina landed a really nice right hand that busted Manon's nose open. Manon's nose is like, was that a right hand? Was that a hook or an elbow? Like, it didn't look like much, but Manon's face exploded.
Oh, yeah. She's cut.
Valentina nailed Manon Fiorot, who's... Oh, they're showing us a replay. Yeah, it was a right hook. It was a right hook, a big overhand right hook, straight to the nose of Manon Fiorot, and that nose is broken. And now a takedown from Valentina Shevchenko. Here comes the bullet. Right on top of Manon Fiorot in top half guard. And that is a really nice, perfectly placed punch from Valentina Shevchenko to break the nose of Manon Fiorot. That's going to impact this fight in a major way. That's going to affect her breathing. She is in major trouble now with a broken nose. It's for sure broken. And now she's got to fight 4 more rounds after this with Valentina Shevchenko.
That's hard for breathing. That's hard for breathing.
What a huge, huge punch for Valentina Shevchenko as she looks to pass the half guard and maybe even set up an arm triangle choke. Wouldn't this be great? A Valentina Shevchenko first round finish? Let's go. No one would be expecting that. Valentina coming in as the underdog to this fight. If she could come in and steamroll over Manon Fiorot, everybody's going to go, ooh, wait a second. Valentina may be unstoppable. Right? Like, Manon is the best contender that they've had in a little while for her. If she can run right through her, who will ever stop Valentina Shevchenko? Maybe no one. But so far, Manon is surviving this round. Valentina on top half guard, and controlling now Manon Fiorot, but will not be able to finish as the round comes to an end. Very good round for the champion. Very good round. Manon giving the thumbs up to her corner, but her nose is busted. Good round for Valentina, Fred. Man, this is only the
definitely
co-main event.
10-9. Definitely a round for Valentina here.
Yeah. This is only the co-main event?
No. Let me go get another bottle of water.
Yeah, Fred needs to get refreshments here.
Seriously.
Because this should be a long-ass night with the UFC. Come on, baby. Let's see some finishes. Let's see a knockout. Let's see a head kick. Let's see somebody go unconscious. Or at least tap out to a nice choke. Come on. Yeah. Give me something. I don't want to see 2 5-round fights for the. You know what I mean?
No, thank you.
I don't want to
Especially
see
after Backlash.
two title fights go the distance. Like, give me something good here.
Yeah, don't give me Cena.
And here we go.
Yeah. Give me some excitement, UFC. Come on, TKO. Don't go over 2 on the night. TKO group not bringing it.
No.
Not bringing it, TKO. Could you bring it?
They're supposed to be team bringing.
How about bringing it?
Whatever happened to boots to asses?
You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Valentina and Manon in round 2 here, the flyweight championship, and it's happening.
Yeah.
It is a fight that's happening.
It's a lot more posturing.
As we struggle to stay awake here.
Ooh, donuts.
Yeah, we're really having trouble staying awake for this exciting night of action that Dana White has prepared for us. Thank you, Dana, for all of this hard work. Sure, it was really difficult putting this together. I like how Dana White acts like his job is like super hard, and it's like there's always something really hard I got to deal with. It's like, man, you just say this person is fighting this person. How hard can it really be? Like compared to working in a mine, say. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, UFC has all the negotiating power. It's not like there's tough meetings.
Yeah.
Negotiating like pay bonuses and stuff. Purses.
Dana I had a tough day today. I'm Dana White. I had to call a bunch of people goofs, and then I told the fighter that he was going to fight for whatever I was going to give him, and if he didn't like it, I was going to cut him. And then I
lost 3 times that amount at poker.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And then I had lunch with Ari Emanuel by a pool in Las Vegas.
He told me what kind of a great job I was doing. And then, then I lost more money at blackjack, but then I won.
And I got a call from Nick Khan telling me how much of a headache it is, running WWE. And I said, that sucks to be you.
Then I got a call from a fighter who said he wanted more money, and I told him to go fuck himself.
This is America.
Yeah. Valentina looking for some takedowns. Manon defending them pretty well, though. Valentina trying to get this fight to the ground. She liked how she was doing there. But Manon defending. Manon has defended all 3 of Valentina's takedown attempts. And now Manon looking for a takedown of her own. Pushing Valentina up into the cage. Looking to lock her hands together and maybe get a double leg. Now to the back of Valentina, pushing her up against the fence. Pushing her head into the cage. With a body lock, trying to drag her down to the mat. But Valentina using her balance, using the fence to kind of hold herself up and stand there. She remains standing.
Mm-hmm.
This is a battle to stay on your feet right now, what we're watching. Valentina wants to stay on her feet. Manon doesn't want Valentina to stay on her feet. She would like her on her butt or her back, but it didn't happen. Valentina pushed her away, and they're in the center of the cage again. That's high and outside for a ball. And then Manon again for another takedown. Manon gets it and puts Valentina on her butt. The double leg is successful.
As Rodriguez pop flies the center.
As we're going to take 10 seconds for station identification. We'll be right back.
Fans, don't forget Thursday night's bobblehead night.
Manon Fiorot's takedown brought to you by Cracker Jack. Take me out to the ball game with Cracker Jack. And Manon Fiorot on top of Valentina Shevchenko, kind of. Valentina's like sitting, and Manon has got her legs grapevined and is like hugging her, trying to keep her down. Valentina throwing punches to the side of Manon's head. Manon doesn't like that. Who would? And, there's an illegal knee from Manon Fiorot.
Seriously,
Valentina tries to get back to her feet. Referee does nothing. And the round comes to an end. Lovely.
What's these refs?
That was a very illegal knee from Manon Fiorot. Valentina was on her butt, and Manon kneed her right in the face.
yeah.
And there's a replay. There's a replay, clearly illegal. Referee Mark Goddard doing jack shit about it. Was that referee Mark Goddard? Is that who it is there? He should know better. I thought it was one of the local Quebec.
At the end.
Huh?
He warned her at the end once the
that's
bell
nice.
rang.
Hey, that was a highly illegal strike that could have ended the fight. No.
Hey, we both finger wagged.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's really all you get. Don't do that again. You know the rules to MMA, right? You can't knee a grounded opponent in their head. But you just did that, so don't do that again, okay? Who won that round?
Manon. 1-1.
I'm not really sure, so I'm going to agree with you, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm going to agree with that. It's a 1-1 fight. That second round could have gone either way, though. If this one goes the distance, that one could have been like a toss-up type of thing. We're going to round 3. Let's hope we don't go the distance.
Well, let's wrap this up.
We are.
Damn it, Fred. Don't curse me like that.
I told you, over under 10 rounds for the last 2 fights.
Yeah, I think you're right. It better not be one of those really boring Belal Muhammad, like lay and pray type fights, because I don't want to see that shit. That shit is boring, man.
I remember seeing that Anderson Talis Leites fight in Montreal. This could shades of that.
Terrible. Round 3 of a possible, but hopefully not 5. I like to see violence. Probably a tied fight right now, 1-1. A lot of Twitter scores agreeing with Freddie's score of round 2 for Manon Fiorot. As this fight rolls on.
Back now live on UFC.
And
what do you think Seth Rollins is going to do tonight?
Hopefully nothing. What's Seth Rollins doing? Don't know. Valentina with the camo gear. Special camo colors with a tiger and a dragon with some camo. Valentina's big into tigers and dragons and shooting guns.
Both magical creatures.
Valentina speaks many languages, trained in the art of some kind of dance that she does. She's good at dancing.
Oh, yeah?
She's good at shooting guns. She's really good at fighting, obviously. She's very talented in many different things. She's quite a lady.
She's a real Renaissance woman.
Yeah. Very close with her coach, Pavel.
Pavel Bure?
No, Pavel something, who's married to Valentina's sister.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Started taking care of them when they were like 10, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was older, and now he's married to the sister who he knew since she was a child and he was an adult.
It's a bit of...
you know what's going... Kyrgyzstan, baby.
Oh, yeah.
They're from Kyrgyzstan. That's how everybody gets married in Kyrgyzstan.
A friend of mine maybe hitchhiked to either Kyrgyzstan or Tajikistan.
Well...
There was like several places in those like old former Soviet countries where it's just like run by a kind of a despot leader.
Yeah.
And like there's like tons of billboards of them like showing how great they are. It's like sometimes it's just them like picking a potato out of the ground and being like, hey.
It would be cool to go to a country where
I think it's Tajikistan that one.
Oh, okay.
But Kyrgyzstan probably the same.
It would be cool to go to a country. I mean, not cool, a little scary, but also kind of cool to like be in the country where like there's just posters of the leader of that country doing various like cool things, and those are the only advertisements in the country.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, look at our leader doing this. He's so strong. Look at our leader on horseback. He's muscular. Yeah. And it's like there's no ads for anything else, just ads for dear leader doing cool shit. That's a deal in like a lot of countries.
Yeah.
You know? Like a lot of countries in the world are like that. We just don't
they have a strong man.
Think about them because they're mostly irrelevant to our lives. But once in a while they come up and you go, oh, there's a UFC fighter from there?
Oh, yeah, Hungary. Oh, my.
Isn't that politics here? Look at this candidate with this superstar. Look at this candidate. He's supported by this star.
Yeah, but we have like ads for other shit here. I'm saying like some countries it's just like there's no ads for Coca-Cola or McDonald's. It's just like, look at leader doing this thing.
Yes.
And it's like, what? You know, it's just ads for leader. And that leader is leader forever. You know? His dad was leader. That's why he is leader. Why are you leader in country? Because my father lead country. It's like, okay. What? It's kind of like that here too, I guess. Yeah. I mean, not exactly, but pretty much. Not currently in our country. It was like that, though, for a while. Justin Trudeau, why you lead country? Because my father lead country. Shut your mouth. Justin Trudeau, why you wear blackface? My father wear blackface. My whole family wear blackface.
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro wear blackface. He is my real father. Is he, though? I don't think so. You think so? Oh, wow. I didn't peg you for being
he
one of
kind
those
of
guys.
looks more like Adele than.
And like
Wow.
they spend some time together.
Wow.
It lines up. Pierre and Margaret didn't have the most
Wow.
passionate relationship.
I didn't know you believed that.
Kind of funny.
It would be pretty cool if it was. I hope he is.
Castro.
It's cool that Trudeau's no longer a relevant thing anymore. We don't have to ever think about him again. Like, he's gone, and then that's it. It's
And
over.
it's kind of funny too. Like for all like the heat he had, the way he left. Like now it's kind of like, oh yeah, he's gone. Like it's not like he has to hide or anything. It's kind of like, oh, he's just.
He doesn't have to hide. I mean, we're
No,
not gonna do
but
anything.
like there's a lot of like oh man, this guy like
People hated him.
If he if he ran in the last election, he's gonna get his clock clean and
Yeah.
ran out of town. But I was just like, oh, he retired and like he's just kind of.
Well, that's it. He's out the game.
Yeah, but like not as much scorching heat as like I thought he'd have.
Once those politicians stop being politicians, people are like, he's just a guy.
Well, no, it's Trump threatened to annex Canada. I think made people put things into perspective a bit.
Well, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think Manon Fiorot won the third round just barely. She won in significant strikes, 15-13. And I think Manon is up a bit in this fight, but that was a close round, too. Fred, how do you score round 3?
Close round. Could go either way.
It's a close fight going into the championship rounds.
Pretty boring.
Fred, what do you think about never having to hear from Justin Trudeau again? Pretty good, right? I think we can all agree on that.
Could go back to being a drama teacher.
Yeah, or not. Like, how about we
Hitting-
just keep him
hitting
out of
on
the
little
schools?
girls.
Yeah, let's not. Let's keep him out of the schools, Fred. I'd rather he just stay retired. I don't want to see him near children, necessarily. Allegedly, not to say anything, but no point. Manon Fiorot right now, minus 298 live odds favorite to win this fight. Odds makers think she won round
Probably
2
up
and 3.
2-1.
I think she's up 2-1. I think she won the third round. Some people were scoring the third round for Valentina. Like, round 2 and 3 were very close. Very close. Some people think Manon won 2 and 3. Some people think Valentina won 1 and 3. I think that third round is really kind of a toss-up round. Round 2, I think, was a toss-up round. And when you have 2 rounds that could go either way in a fight that doesn't seem like either fighter will have the edge in finishing and you expect to go to decision, could be some weird scorecards. You know what I mean? Because like the judges could score round 2 and 3 any which way. So when that happens, when you go to the decision, you go, man, I don't know. I think Valentina won the first round, right? That was clear. Did Manon win the second round or Valentina? I don't know. What about the third round? I don't know. It's not really that clear. Right now, Manon's pushing Valentina into the fence. She's looking for a takedown. Valentina throwing little punches. Not a ton happening. And Manon gets pushed away. I will say Manon rebounded really well from getting her nose smashed in the first round and losing that round. Like, she's made round 2 and 3 way closer. Has she done enough to win those rounds, though? I think probably has done enough to win one of them. But
Face getting a little red again. Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, she's getting cut up. Valentina landed some shot. And those cuts are just kind of from accumulation of damage that are just being opened up from little punches. But yeah, there's Manon diving in for a pretty ugly takedown attempt there.
Valentina's stuffing most of the takedowns.
Yeah.
Doing a good job.
And that last one there, that last level change from Manon looked really sloppy. Like the legs aren't quite underneath her the way they were earlier. She looks a little tired. Valentina does not look tired. I don't think Valentina gets tired ever. And now Manon again pushing Valentina into the fence. A lot of clinching. A lot of fence work. Not a lot going, though, when she does it. Like, Manon does this, but doesn't really get anything out of it other than position. You know, like there's a lot of just pushing her into the fence, but then when she gets there,
it's not a lot of clinching.
Nothing's really happening. Like the takedown isn't there, the strikes aren't there. It's just pushing into the fence. It's not much of anything. Now they push away again.
Minute 10 left.
I mean, it's a way to kind of stop the action. It's a way to catch your breath, but it's not really a way to score. Oh, Valentina with a nice takedown. What
That's
a trip
huge.
takedown for Valentina Shevchenko in the final minute of the round. Big takedown for Valentina, but Manon able to climb right back to her feet. Wow. Manon back to her feet, throwing knees to the body now to Valentina in the clinch up against the fence. Manon again pushing Valentina into the cage. They disengage. Manon lands a knee to the body on the exit. Yeah. Oh, Valentina drops Manon with a big right hand.
Saved
Jumps
by
on
the
her,
bell.
but the bell. The round ends. Manon Fiorot got dropped.
Saved.
She just got saved by the end of the round.
5 more seconds, that might have been it.
Manon Fiorot gets dropped in the final 10 seconds with a big right from Valentina. Valentina jumps on her inside the guard. Boom. Bam. Clips her, drops her. Lands a flurry of punches inside the guard, but then the round ended. Manon got saved by the bell in round 4. I think that was enough to steal the round for Valentina.
Yeah, to me, round 1 and 4 are definitely Valentina, whereas round 2 and 3 might be more of a toss-up. But the odds seem to think Shevchenko. Well, live odds are pretty tight. Now they have Shevchenko. So, yeah, I got at least 2 rounds for Shevchenko and 2 definite rounds. Maybe she has more.
Yes. I think Valentina has won 2. And
1 and 4 for sure.
Yes. And now 2 and 3 being up in the air, it's like, well, maybe she won one of those. So I think, smart money would be on Valentina is winning this fight. However,
And
they
here
both
we
need
go.
this round.
this is the final round. Yeah, I think they both need it. I think it's either 2-2 or 3-1 Valentina. I think it's either 2-2 or 3-1. But if it's 2-2, this is the deciding. Round 5. Good showing from Manon Fiorot. Either way. Very close fight with the champion. But she came into this fight as the favorite. She came into this fight to be the new champion. We'll see what she can do. Manon now pushing Valentina into the fence again. Lands an elbow on the exit as they square up in the middle. Kickboxing fight right now. Oh, Valentina with a nice counter right hand. Valentina finding her openings. Landing nice straight punches. Oh, and now changing levels. Stuffed by Manon. Very close fight. One mistake could be the whole fight here. You know? Mm-hmm. You do something wrong in this 5th round, you lose the 5th round, you lose the whole fight. Both fighters being very careful. Manon with a little kick to the body.
Whoa.
Valentina with a spinning back fist that landed. Didn't land flush, but it did connect. And now Manon pushing Valentina up against the fence again. Couple knees to the body.
Couple knees. See Jose Aldo's blood still on the mat. Jeez.
Yeah.
Crime scene.
That was fight of the night for sure. I haven't seen a better fight than that.
Yeah,
that
nuts.
3rd round was crazy. Ooh, nice jab from Valentina. Stops Manon. She just stopped moving.
Whoa.
Halted her action. Valentina looking for a takedown. Manon really good takedown defense in this fight. Defending that one. She ate a couple punches, and then Valentina looked for a takedown, but Manon sharp on the defense once again. And again, pushing Valentina up against the cage. Valentina circling away. They're still clinched up, and they separate again. Anybody's round. Somebody could steal this round easily. Easily. No one has really distinguished themselves and shown themselves to be better in this round. It's been close. And now again, Manon Fiorot pushing Valentina Shevchenko up against the cage. I don't know. Doing this in the 5th round, I wonder why. You know, like, do you think this is helping you score? Because you're not doing this to slow her down. It's not really scoring you big points. You're not going to finish. Is this because you are tired and you have to hold on? Like, what is going on right now for Manon to be doing this? And now she kind of circles to the back and lands some little knees to the leg, but I don't know how many points this is scoring. I don't know if this is her attempt to score points or to get a rest, because like there's no takedown attempt. Like, she keeps going to that clinch against the fence, right? But there's no takedown. There's no real strikes happening. And to do it now in the 5th round, it's like, oh, why are you still on that? I understand it earlier in the fight. Let her carry your body weight. Let her tire herself out. But, like, there's a minute left. She's as tired as she's going to be. Well,
that should do it.
And, again, they clinch up. Short elbow from Manon. And that's the fight.
Oh, 5 bloody rounds.
Whew.
Fucking hell.
Goodness. And that 5th round was about as close as all the other close rounds have been. So, I don't know.
I'm leaning towards Valentina.
Me too. I think Valentina.
Yeah.
I think Valentina won the 5th. I think Valentina barely won the 5th. I think she won the 1st, the 4th, and the 5th, and maybe also the 3rd. I got Valentina 3-2 or 4-1. 48-47 Valentina or 49-46. I don't have Manon Fiorot winning this fight. But if she won 2-3-5, I'd be like, yeah, all right, whatever. I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right, especially in a championship match. It sometimes feels like there's a little extra weight, like, to unseat a champion.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's, like, real or perceived.
It's not. It shouldn't be real, but What do you think? Who won? Valentina?
Yeah, I got Valentina's.
Valentina's. She's got a Valentina's.
Valentina's.
Valvenus Valentina's.
Yeah, I got Val Venus winning this fight.
I got Valvenus Shevchenko.
She might be in the building.
Valvenus Shevchenko.
Can't believe we've taken this long to realize
that her name should be Valvenus Shevchenko.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Hello, ladies.
All right, and here comes the decision. So we're thinking Valentina 48-47 or 49-46, but we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce Buffer. What's he going to say? Yes? 3 judges? It's unanimous? 48-47. It's unanimous 3-2. Oh, shit. And still. Valentina Shevchenko. And still. 48-47. Unanimous decision. Won 3-2 on all 3 judges' scorecard. I'm going to bet that the judges didn't give Valentina the same rounds. Unless they gave her 145. You think you think all 3 gave her 145?
I mean, 1 and 4 was pretty obvious to me, so.
Yeah. But I feel like maybe some of them gave her 2, some of them gave her 3, some of them gave her 5. I'd be surprised if all 3 judges did 145 because they're not usually that kind of uniform on the scoring, but I think 145
She's one
is
away
fair.
from Amanda Nunes.
What?
Valentina might. She's one title defense away from Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. But still, the 2 losses to Amanda, when it's all said and done, even if she breaks all the records and has more title defenses, I feel like Amanda will still be regarded as the greatest of all time. It's hard to unseat
Amanda's
Amanda.
bigger. Amanda's bigger, though.
Yeah, that's true. But Amanda, she has big wins. She beat Holly Holm. She beat Ronda Rousey. She beat, Cyborg. When Amanda beat
Amanda's
Cyborg,
the greatest.
Come on, man. Has anybody beat Cyborg? Has anybody else beat Cyborg? You know what I mean? Cyborg was unstoppable forever.
Did what's her name?
Yeah, dude.
Gina Carano?
Cyborg is 28-2, okay? She lost her first ever pro fight in 2005 and then went on to become... See, here's the thing, Fred. I think we forgot when we're talking about the greatest women's MMA fighters of all time.
I said Cyborg.
I didn't hear you say that.
I said Cyborg.
I think we have to mention Cyborg because there was a time when she was the only fighter in women's MMA and it was just like, oh, Cyborg's just going to whoop somebody's ass again. And it was just Cyborg beating people up. She was doing it for Strikeforce. She was doing it for Elite XC. She was doing it way before Ronda was doing it. And she never got the Ronda fight, which is really unfortunate because that fight would have been crazy. And the only person to ever beat Cyborg, really, outside of her first pro MMA fight, was Amanda Nunes. Amanda beat her once. Since then, Cyborg has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights in a row. And the UFC cut her for some reason. After a win. That Cyborg UFC relationship never worked. And that's probably why people aren't going to give Cyborg her full respect. But, Cyborg is maybe the greatest women's MMA fighter of all time. Her and Amanda Cyborg might be number 2.
Amanda beat her.
Cyborg might be number 2 next to Amanda, though, right? Who do we say was number 2? Valentina or Zhang Wei Li or
Valentina? I think.
Valentina.
I don't know,
I'll
man.
stick
Look at
with
Cyborg's
Valentina.
record. Look at how many years she's been dominant.
Look, you have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
The divisions
that's why
she
Amanda's
fought
the
in
greatest
were
ever.
pretty thin.
Yeah, sure, but she still beat everybody in front of her. She still beat Holly Holm. She still Cyborg beat Holly Holm in the UFC. She beat Gina Carano in that fight. That was the fight. You remember that? The Cyborg Gina Carano fight in Strikeforce 2009 feels like a lifetime ago, but that was a big fight. And she won that. I remember watching Cyborg fight Marlush Kunin, and people were like, ooh, this is going to be a big one. Cyborg mopped the floor with her, beat the shit out of Marlush Kunin for Strikeforce. Cyborg is and was, incredible. And the fact that Amanda beat Cyborg is still crazy. She knocked her out in the first round. Cyborg was unbeatable, unstoppable, crushing everybody, and Amanda finished her in 51 seconds.
Dave,
They
I
never
have an
did a
important
rematch.
question. I have an important question, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you think Montreal has slap fighting gyms?
No.
Oh, Patreon said.
I hope not. They might have them on the South Shore, Fred, honestly. If they're going to have them, that's on the South Shore. Okay?
It's a Wild West.
That's where you live, Fred. You know the South Shore. If there's going to be slap fighting in Montreal, it's going to be there.
How do you learn to slap fight?
I don't know. Be Samoan, I think. It helps. God, Cyborg was great. I'm just amazed about how great Cyborg was and still is great. It's so crazy how she's still she lost that fight to Amanda and it was yeah, whatever, and then she kept winning. It's not like she lost that fight and then fell off. She's 39 and still beating everybody up.
I mean, also
not quite natural all the time, for sure.
I
mean, who cares?
Maybe
who
ever.
cares, man? Who cares? Yeah, maybe not ever, but who cares? Okay, she's a tremendous legend of the game. Okay, it's time for the main event: Belal Muhammad against Della Maddalena. It would have been cool if it was Shavkat Rakhmonov against Belal Muhammad, but it's not happening.
And why is Ian Gary getting the next title shot, or whatever? Why is he going over Shavkat?
Why is he going over Sean Brady?
Also, yeah.
Is Ian Gary getting the next title shot, or was he just the backup for this?
I forget, Dana said something if Belal wins, it's Belal versus Islam. No, Belal. If JDM wins, it's JDM versus Islam. And if Belal wins, it's Belal versus Gary. That's what he said.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Man, it should not be Gary. It should be Shavkat Rakhmonov. What the hell are we waiting for? I keep saying, last time Belal fought, he fought Leon Edwards. And I was sitting here and going, yeah, these guys are cool and all, and they're fighting for the welterweight championship, but there's a guy out there named Shavkat Rakhmonov who's the best welterweight in the world, and he's just sitting there undefeated waiting for his title shot. And now you're telling me that Belal Muhammad here, when he should be fighting Shavkat Rakhmonov, fighting Della Maddalena, and the next title contender for the welterweight championship isn't going to be Shavkat Rakhmonov. It's either going to be Islam Makhachev, which, okay, fair enough. Islam's real cool. Or fucking Ian Machado Gary. Who did he just beat?
Forget, man. Who did he fight?
I forget. He just fought, and I can't even remember. Was it Leon?
Yeah. No.
It was Leon, right? I can't even remember what he did.
Yeah.
He beat Leon Edwards. No, he beat Carlos Prates.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't beat Leon Edwards. He didn't even beat Leon Edwards. Sean Brady beat Leon Edwards. Sean Brady should be the guy getting the title shot, not Ian Machado Gary, but because Ian Machado Gary's got a bit of a controversial following online, people are like, ooh, let's get him in the title fight. That's dumb.
Oh, he's a heat seeker.
Shavkat Rakhmonov is the best welterweight in the world. Give him your fucking championship. What are you doing?
Belal's the best.
No, he's just because he's got cuck heat.
Oh,
Ian Gary's got cuck heat. People don't like him because of alleged cuckery. But, so that's going to give him a title shot? Alleged cuckery? People think your wife is cucking you and that gives you a title shot after you beat Carlos Prates?
So that's why he should be fighting Buckley to have Buck versus Cuck. That would be better.
Buck versus Cuck. I think that's the move. I don't like this. I think Sean Brady deserves a shot over him, but definitely Shavkat Rakhmonov deserves a shot over him. It's ridiculous, man. I hope Della wins so we get to see Islam Makhachev move up to 170 and fight Della. Because Islam is the king
I,
at 155. Let's see him move up
Is
to
he the king?
170.
I saw a thing like where Islam, like who has he defeated at 155? Like he defeated Volk twice, which
Yeah.
is a 145er. He defeated
Yeah.
Poirier, who's gonna retire soon. Who else
Yeah.
did he like? Come on, man. Islam should still be fighting at 155, man.
Well,
He's
he's not
ducking.
vacating, he says.
Quack quack duck.
He's not vacating the 155. He's just going up to 170 to take the belt there, and then he'll defend both. He says.
I think
But-
both Islam and Poirier should stay in their division a little longer.
Well, we're going to get an interdivisional fight no matter what, Fred, because Dana White has already said, okay? So if Jack Della Maddalena becomes the welterweight champion, Islam Makhachev, the 155 champion, is going to move up in weight and fight him for the belt. Probably International Fight Week in July, they're saying, right? Which sucks for Jack Della because he's going to have to go from May to July turnover to do this fight, which is not.
very
I think
long at
it's
all.
not even July. I think it's end of June,
Jesus.
right?
Yeah, that's not a possible turnaround.
But that's what Dana said. Wait, is that what Dana said? I think that's what Dana said, right? What did Dana say? Dana White, winner.
They already have a couple of fights announced for that. No.
Yeah. Let's see. Dana.
Yeah.
What did he say exactly? Winner.
I mean,
of
right now it's
Belal.
only Pantoja versus Kai Kara France on that June 28
Yeah.
card. So yeah, that needs another. That needs a bigger main event.
There was a story. Dana White, like, he made it official. He said that the winner of this fight will solve some things. So if Belal wins, Islam doesn't want to fight Belal because they've trained together.
They're
So
friends.
Islam would defend his 155 belt against Ilia Topuria. Hey, there's GSP and his wife ringside.
Oh, yeah?
You don't often see GSP with his wife in public.
Oh, my God.
Look at that. Oh, my God. GSP looking at Jack Maddalena thinking,
I'm not impressed by your performance.
you know? I'm trying to get the exact story here from Dana White. So it'll either be Maddalena versus Islam. Islam will be moving up, or Ilia Topuria moving up to fight Islam at 155 for the belt there. So I guess Islam is going to fight International Fight Week, which is June 28th, by the way. We're sitting here May 10th.
Yeah, it's not
So there's
time at all.
there's I guess talk of Jack Della Maddalena turning around after this fight and fighting Islam Makhachev on June 28th.
That's 6 weeks?
Yeah, in
I mean,
6 weeks.
unless he comes out of this with no injury, but I mean,
Yeah, he's
come
going to
on,
knock
man,
him
let's-
out like in 10 seconds.
It seems unlikely, right? Della Maddalena.
That's what like the UFC probably told JDM. You're getting a title shot, but you then have to defend the title right away.
Yeah. Well, that's it. They kind of were like, hey, this is what you have to do now. Where the hell did I see that exactly?
Remember the name.
Belal Muhammad making the walk. Jack Della Maddalena has already come in to the cage. I just want to know if Dana White actually said, what did he say? Here's Dana.
Is going to determine whether he fights Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira on International Fight Week. Can you confirm that that's the stakes attached to this main event too?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait.
Dana, Ilia Topuria did an interview a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Ilia Topuria would either fight Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira. So Della Maddalena isn't going to have to turn around. It's just Islam would either be fighting Della Maddalena for the welterweight title, and then we'd have like an interim lightweight championship between Topuria and Oliveira, June 28th. Or if Belal wins, then Islam will stay at 155 and defend his belt against Topuria. Okay, that's what's going on. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
And Dana confirming.
I mean, let's hope Belal wins then, because Topuria versus Islam is one of the biggest fights you could do right now, still at least, because the UFC right now is not delivering on big fights. Like a lot of these cards are a little bit weak, and a lot of these big fights. Look at John Jones. We're not able to see the heavyweight champion fight more often. And a lot of guys, man, like the UFC has been struggling on making the fights the fans want to see.
I agree, but it is what it is. Maybe we see Charles Oliveira, Ilia Topuria main eventing UFC 317 for an interim lightweight championship.
I would rather see Islam versus Topuria, but yeah.
I would rather see Islam versus Topuria too. I would much rather see that fight, but for that to happen, we need Belal Muhammad to win. And if that's going to happen, Fred, we're probably going to see 5 rounds of some boring wrestling. So I ask you, sitting here 10 minutes to 1 a.m. On the Saturday night before Mother's Day, I ask you, Fred, what fight do you want to see International Fight Week? Do you want to see Charles Oliveira or Ilia Topuria, which means we see 5 rounds of Belal, or do you want to see do you want to see the
Islam.
fight you want to see, which is Topuria versus Islam, which means we get 5 rounds of Belal right now, or do you want to see Charles versus Topuria, which is a consolation prize? I'll give it to you, not as good a fight, but it also means Jack Della Maddalena wins this fight and maybe does it, in the first round, and we all go home happy? No?
No.
You're going to think long-term over short-term gain?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Belal's going to show the Canelo hands, and he's going to get a finish.
Yeah, right. That would be crazy. Hey, man, I've been wrong before, but that would be real shocking. Be nuts. Belal to win by decision, minus 105, the odds-on favorite ending for Belal to win. Belal is the favorite going into this fight as well. Who you got, Della or Belal? I got Della. Smell a Della? Smelly Deli? What you got? You got Deli or Belly? Deli or Belly, baby?
Remember the name.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter what his name is.
I'll take Deli.
Going with Deli.
There's more to Del.
I mean, Belal's 36 and Jack Deli is 28. I like Deli.
1-inch reach advantage.
Deli's got that advantage. He's got a 1-inch reach advantage. I heard his penis is bigger. I mean, come on. What are we talking about?
Belal looks like he's on better product.
Oh yeah, Belal looks like he's on all that good juice. Is that GSP in Jack Della's corner? Who's that guy in Jack Della's corner? It can't be GSP.
I doubt it.
You see Jack Della on Embedded? He was at Mizu.
Yeah.
That's cool. Who else has that hairstyle? That's not GSP? Do other guys have that hairstyle? Is that Craig Jones?
Is that called the
I think it
GSP
is.
now?
Yes, it is.
Is it Craig Jones?
Yes.
Oh. Maybe GSP's just trying to look like Craig Jones.
Maybe.
Maybe that's just what the cool, top-level grapplers do. They just get that haircut. Gordon Ryan had kind of, frosted tips, too, didn't he? Is that just, an elite grappler thing? If you're, an elite grappler, you get frosted tips? Is that the new trend in, high-level black belts in jiu-jitsu? Cool hair? Wow. Maybe that's what I'm missing from my jiu-jitsu game, Fred. Maybe if I got cooler hair, I'd be like a little bit better, you know?
It's distracting.
Yeah, maybe if I got cooler hair, I would trick people, you know? Maybe
You
like
gotta
trying to
make your
choke me in. Huh?
Like every body hair on your body has to match. So
Are you saying drapes carpet situation? Fred, have you ever had hair bleached?
my hair, yeah.
Yeah, it burns.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Would you want that anywhere else on your body?
Probably not.
No. Me neither, brother. You've bleached your hair, Fred?
I've said multiple times already today.
Wow. You had like blonde hair at one point?
Yeah, man, I told you when Jacques Villeneuve used to do it, man, I did it.
Oh, so you just had the tips, or you had like the whole head
Both.
blonde?
Both. I've done both.
Yeah. I had the like Eminem thing going on for a while, back when Eminem was popular, you know? Fred Durst, you know? With the shaved head with the bleached blonde. In the late 90s, early 2000s when I was in high school.
Yeah, you did a lot of
the
hair color. You had
hair
pink
color
hair for a bit.
I had all variety hair color when I was a child. Because they said I couldn't do it. So I said, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? I'm going to do it.
Right, pal.
Because they're like, you can't have that at school. You can only have natural hair colors. Like, if you want to dye your hair, it can't be like pink or blue. It has to be like natural hair color, like blonde. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Bleach blonde. It's like, that doesn't look natural at all. Look at my eyebrows. Look at the adjective. So there's Belal Muhammad getting introduced in front of the Bell Center. Our buddy AJ is there. There's a bunch of men with the same haircut hanging out. A lot of guys excited for Belal Muhammad. Jack Della. Belal Muhammad getting ready to fight for the welterweight championship in the home of the greatest welterweight champion of all time, Georges St. Pierre, in Montreal. Jack Deli. There's Pierre Poilievre watching.
And here we go.
Yeah, he's a guy. Jack Della, Belal Muhammad, round one. Winner of this fight is the welterweight champion. Loser of this fight gets kicked out of the country forever. Banned from Canada. All right?
It's our new initiative as a country.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. Whoa, nice right hand from Jack Della. I think Jack Della's going to have a striking advantage in this fight. And Belal will have a grappling advantage. Got to look for those takedown attempts for Belal and how Jack Della responds to it. So far, Jack Della keeping Belal at range and landing a couple good punches in the first minute. Good first minute for the Australian. We've never had an Australian welterweight champion in the UFC. We've had Australian middleweight champions, featherweight champions, but never welterweight. Never heavyweight, never light heavyweight, never lightweight.
Middleweight?
Yes, middleweight. Well, Israel Adesanya lives in Australia, but I think he was born in New Zealand, but he counts, I think. Or he was born in Australia and lives in New Zealand. It's, you know, he kind of represents both. So I'm going to say that they've had. I think he lives in New Zealand. I think that's his deal, but maybe born in Australia. I could double check, but it doesn't really matter. The point is, Jack Della Maddalena definitely from Australia. Okay, definitely. Adesanya was born in born in Nigeria. Whoops. Grew up in New Zealand. Not from Australia at all. How about that? They just had him fight in Australia a bunch because, it's close to New Zealand. And they don't do fight nights in New Zealand for some reason. Why they go to Australia and not New Zealand? What's the deal? Does that make sense?
Australia's bigger.
Huh? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is it bigger?
Australia's bigger.
Population-wise, yeah.
Nigeria?
No, New Zealand compared to Australia. Is New Zealand that much smaller?
Yeah, way smaller. Australia's huge.
I'll never go to
Australia's
New Zealand.
Huge.
Poor Adesanya. Is Australia big?
Yeah.
Is there a lot of people in Australia?
Yeah.
The continent.
It's a long time to cross. Go from if you're in Sydney and you want to go to Perth. It's a big trip. Or Adelaide.
Oh man, there's 26 million people in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as many as Canada. There's more people in Canada.
No, but
Canada's probably a bigger country, right? So Australia's not as big as us.
No, land-wise, we're the second biggest in the world.
But population-wise, too, we're bigger.
Yeah, by a little bit, yeah. But Australia's
by
still...
10 million.
Yeah, but Australia's still a lot of people. A lot of people live in Sydney. It's a major metropolis, It's
I guess.
And Melbourne and, some major cities.
It's no Canada, brother.
A lot of...
Oh, man. 5 million people total in New Zealand, though. There's nobody in New Zealand.
I mean, fly the Concords. They kind of paint New Zealand as kind of like farmland,
Yeah.
Sheep.
Jack Della trying to bring it home to Australia.
Mark Hunt was from New Zealand.
Who?
Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was from New Zealand, too. Good fighters from New Zealand. Adesanya, Mark Hunt. I think I'm missing one, too.
A lot of good actors from Australia and New Zealand.
Rhea Ripley, I think, maybe. Oh, Toni Storm's from New Zealand, isn't she?
Yeah, that's right. We thought she was from Australia. She's from New Zealand.
Yeah, better. Oh, big uppercut from Jack Della. As Belal fires a right hand as well, and Jack Della lands a short elbow.
But just before that uppercut, that kick still connected a bit from Belal, I feel.
Yeah. Close first round. Both guys landed a few punches. Belal's got a little bit of swelling above his left eye. Not a ton of action. Not a ton of damage from either guy. Kind of a feeling him out round. That's a tough one. How do you score it, Fred?
Early, I was going Maddalena, but I feel towards the end, Belal was getting a little bit of advantage. So
yeah,
it could go either way, this one.
Yeah. It's one of those rounds, man. One of those could go either way rounds. I'm going to go with Belal, though. I think he came on stronger in the second half. I got Belal Muhammad winning that one.
The subtitles are calling him Below.
Below Muhammad. They don't understand. They just don't understand.
And here we go.
Round 2 of Belal and Jack Della. Of a possible, but hopefully not 5. I said that last fight and we got all 5, though, didn't we? Didn't we? Didn't we?
A little Frazier there.
Ah, didn't we, Niles?
Watching some of that UFC.
Wow. I have the scorecard. By the way, Fred, they didn't show the scorecard to Valentina and Manon on the screen.
That's true.
Even though it could have been a little bit controversial. And let me tell you, the judges did not score it exactly unanimously. They were unanimous in their final scores, but the rounds were scored differently. I could pull that up for you here in a second. Jack Della with a jab. Belal's got deceptively good boxing. He looks really awkward the way he moves around. He looks stiff, but then his hands move real nice, I think it's just his frame.
Yeah. Because he has a stumpy type of body, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a little wide. He's
Yeah, exactly. He
But
doesn't
you
look
see,
like
they
he
said
should be
he's-
slick.
But you see, they said he's 5'10", and I was surprised. I'm going 5'10" is a good height for a welterweight still. So
Yeah. I don't know. He looks. What's going on with his body exactly? Like, he's in shape, obviously. He's got a good physique, but he looks.
wide shoulders, like his shoulders.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice right hand from Jack Della. Yeah, he's got wide shoulders, but it's something else. It's like his legs are too short for his body or something. Like his torso's longer than his legs, you know? Like his torso's too long and his legs are too short. I think he's got a little bit of that going on. He's got a bit of the long torso, short legs situation where his height is in like weird proportion. Like he's the same height, I think, as Jack Della, but Jack Della's legs are a bit longer and his torso's a bit shorter.
Yeah.
I think Belal's got a bit of the long torso going on. I don't know. He's got a strange.
Oh, getting tagged to the nose there.
Mm-hmm. Belal went for a takedown.
He keeps scratching his nose, but he must.
Yeah,
some blood.
He got
or
hit there.
something.
Jack Della landed a good shot to the nose. Belal went for a takedown there. That was one of his very few attempts, and Jack Della stuffed it easily. There was nothing going. That's a telling sign. Jack Della finding a bit more rhythm here. Belal having trouble landing, and Jack Della landing some shots. Oh, nice little body kick there from Belal. As you see a bit of a welt there on the right side of Jack Della. He's taking some good body kicks. Belal attacking the body. But Belal's got a bit of a welt on the left side of his ribs there. You see that? The redness there on his stomach?
The abs.
He's taking some body punches while Belal is throwing back some body kicks to Jack Della. Della with some bruising on his right side already. There's Belal again shooting for a takedown. Oh, he might get... No, Belal not quite able to get it. Jack Della defending well. Circles away. Really nice takedown defense from Jack Della Maddalena, and they're showing us 4 of 4. 100% takedown accuracy from Jack Della Maddalena. Belal has shot 4 times and not been able to bring Jack Della down to the mat, which is big because that's what he wants. You know, he wants to wrestle him. He wants to keep him down. He wants to win rounds that way. If he can't win rounds that way in a championship fight, he might be in some trouble. Because I think cardio-wise, fight-wise, you know, you kind of expect to be able to win at least a couple rounds, or, you know, for Belal to win, I think he would expect to get those takedowns and win rounds that way. Ooh, but he's doing a good job on his feet. Belal with a really nice right hand. And Belal has really good cardio, so I don't know if he will get tired, even if he doesn't land the takedowns. I think he'll keep a good pace, but he just ate a couple punches. I think Belal's path, I think his path to victory is a lot clearer if he can land those takedowns. Because right now he's eating some punches from Jack Della, and his nose and mouth showing some signs of blood.
That's the round.
Yeah, see, Belal's bleeding from his mouth and nose now. Those takedowns not landing, not good for the champion. He needs those takedowns to land. He needs to win some rounds. He needs to score some top time, but he's not getting it. Instead, in a kickboxing match with Jack Della, that's been close so far. I think Jack Della won the second round. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Freddie?
Yeah.
So it should be 1-1. Okay, let me show you the scorecards real quick for the last fight because it was a little bit different than what you might expect. Sal D'Amato scoring at 48-47 for Valentina. Sal gave Valentina round 1, 4, and 5, which is how we scored it, right? 1, 4, 5.
1 and 4 was obvious, like I was saying.
Yeah. Guy Girard, or maybe that's Guy Girard. I'm not sure. I'm going to say Guy Girard.
That sounds about right.
Guy gave Valentina round 1, 3, and 4. And then Chris Lee scored it 1-4-5 for Valentina. So 2 judges, 1-4-5. And then old Guy gave it 1-3-4.
I mean, I'm okay with all those scorecards. Like I said, 1 and 4 to me was obvious, and we could see a way where she stole 2 or 3 and 5, and
yeah,
like I think Valentina won, and those scorecards are good.
I agree. I think Valentina won.
That was a nice sequence.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting all 5 rounds. You feel it, eh?
I don't know, man. I mean, we'll see.
A lot of posturing.
Where'd my clock go? I think my clock disappeared.
Oh, no. Where's the time gone?
I don't know.
Oh, I think Poilievre's asleep.
Is he?
He's got a face like me. Like, he's like this.
Poilievre is struggling to stay awake.
I mean, you know.
This boring-ass fight.
He's
Is
not the
Poilievre
only
a
one.
UFC fan, or does he just have
Oh,
a
he's
lot
doing
of...
it for cred.
Is he a UFC fan, or does he have like just a lot of supporters that are UFC fans, so he wants to...
It's for cred.
I used to train with somebody that was a candidate for the Conservatives and knew Poilievre a little bit, but I have no clue if he likes MMA.
Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't strike me as an MMA type, but you never know. You never know. Why not like a fight? Everybody likes a fight. It's a good time. Still watching. Yes, I'm still watching.
The MMA.
Oh, my TV just asked me if I'm still watching. It's like, do you still want to watch this? I'm like, yeah, I guess. I guess I do. I suppose. I want to see who wins in the end, I guess. I mean, it's kind of like when you're watching a movie. You got to see the finish. Oh, there's a couple jabs from Jack Della. Jack Della's looking good here. He's keeping Belal at bay. That was a nice leg kick from Jack Della. Belal is having more and more trouble landing his punches, and Jack Della seems to be in his rhythm, landing his shots at will and opening up cuts on Belal's face.
All right, I got a controversial opinion for you.
Uh-oh.
I think GSP could take both these guys.
Fuck yeah. GSP today, not even prime GSP.
Yeah.
GSP right now, no training camp, steps in the cage, fucks both of these guys up back to back.
Oh, my God. I'm
Maybe
cashing
not
in my
the no
money in the
training
bank.
camp part, but you give a
No
training camp to GSP.
I'm saying
beats
GSP
these
jumps
guys.
in right now, funny hair and all. He tells his wife, hold on 1 second. Because you know he's watching these guys and thinking only one thing.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Gotta be. Am I right?
Yes, boy!
Thank you. That's good.
He would Superman punch JDM. He would out wrestle Belal.
Oh, yeah. GSP today comes out of retirement, beats either one of these guys. He might be thinking that right now. Like, damn, I'd beat these guys. I could be welterweight champion again. I could be main event in this pay-per-view. I could have sold this bitch out. I don't know, though. I think we remember GSP a certain way, but he's like in his 40s. You know? Let me break down reality for a second here, Fred. I think that GSP's body can't really handle the rigors of a training camp anymore.
Maybe.
He's got injuries, man. He gets hurt a lot. He had like a surgery recently. Why is he still having surgeries? What's he doing that's getting him so injured? You know what I mean? He's just doing regular life shit, regular working out shit to keep himself looking good, feeling good, whatever. And he's getting injured doing that.
Oh, boy. Big flurry there.
Nice punches from Jack Della. Belal trying to come in, but Jack Della with some good counters. Oh, nice body kick, though, from Belal. Oh, Belal coming in hard, trying to take Jack Della down. He landed a nice short elbow that opened a cut on Jack Della, and now Belal trying hard for that takedown, pushing Jack Della into the fence, but nothing's doing. Belal not able to get these takedowns. Oh, Jack Della trying for a takedown now, trying to stick it to him. Oh, but Belal landed big elbows to the head of Jack Della.
That's the round.
And the round ends Ooh, Jack Della trying to stick it in his face, going, I'm going to take you down. But it didn't quite work. So that's the end of round 3. I think Jack Della won round 3. Fred? Are we still awake is the question, I think. Like, are we? Am I? Are you?
I'm struggling.
You're not awake. He's clearly asleep. Fred, are you asleep? You falling asleep over there? He's doing all right.
It's tough.
I'm technically still awake. Yeah. Ooh, they're showing us significant strikes. Jack Della up 23-16 in the first round, 22-21 in the second round. Jack Della down, though, 34-29 in the third round. Have we been scoring this fight completely wrong? Because I just scored round 2 and 3 for Jack Della, but now I'm thinking maybe it was round 1 and 2 for Jack Della. Who knows?
That welt on Joanna's head. She's
What the
starting
hell
to
happened?
look like one of those
AJ.
aliens
Get
from
this outta-
Star Trek, like with that thing on her forehead.
watch
She's starting to
this
look like
Star
this dude
Trek.
right here.
Hey, Jonathan Freaks.
What the hell?
Sick freak.
I don't need AJ on this show. We're good. AJ's been banned.
Someone's like asleep in the front row.
And here we go.
Oh, it's late, man. Thank
They were like
God.
fully like lying down, I think, on like a chair.
Thank God it's the 4th round. Because there's only 10 minutes left in this fight. Okay? Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to win. Unless it's a draw, then I guess nobody wins. There's a nice combination from Belal Muhammad. We're seeing some Twitter scores. People think Jack Della Maddalena is winning the second and third round. A lot of people scoring this fight 29-28 so far for Della Maddalena. Some people scoring at 2-1 Jack Della. Some people scoring at 3-0 Jack Della.
Machi.
Jack Della.
Oh, it's my phone.
That was your phone dropping?
That was my phone dropping.
Who picked Jack Della? Did I pick Jack Della? I
Did
did.
pick Jack?
No,
I picked Belal.
You picked Belal,
I
and
picked
Fred
Belal.
picked Belal too. If Jack Della wins, I'm going to be the only one who picked Jack Della, which is going to feel good. What the hell is going on? Canada. My God.
None of these
Oh,
guys.
nice combo from Jack Della. Laying it on thick onto
Whoa, little
Belal Muhammad.
jab. Little jib jab.
4-punch combo from Jack Della landed. Belal firing back. He's still in this fight, but Jack Della just slightly quicker and landing at a higher frequency. As we see him kind of circle away and land another right hand. As Belal just little bit like a half step behind. Oh, those big uppercuts from Belal. And now looking for the takedown. Again, Jack Della defends the takedown. Oh, and they are throwing.
Oh, missed the
They
spinning
are
punch.
banging in there. My God, each guy landed big shots.
Slobber
Goodness.
knocker.
It's a slobber knocker.
100% takedown defense.
505 for Jack Della. See, Belal, the takedowns are not landing, and that's one of the main reasons why he's losing this fight. And again, going for the takedown, Belal Muhammad. Oh, he finally gets it, though. I think this has got to be called a takedown. He's got him on one knee, not quite down on the mat. He was almost on his back, but no, Jack Della just on one knee, now back to his feet.
Ooh.
Bilal's got a kind of body lock around him on his back, trying to drag him to the mat, but Jack Della digging for the underhooks.
Machi.
Gets the underhooks, pushes Belal into the fence as blood streams down the face of Belal Muhammad, as Jack Della Maddalena pushes Belal into the cage and hammers punches to the body.
Belal looks tired a little bit now.
Yes, he does.
For a guy
I'm
that
surprised.
usually has crazy cardio.
Yeah.
And
Well-
also, I'm surprised. Like JDM is a big welterweight. Also, like he's a thick guy, man. He's strong.
Yeah. He's big, he's strong, and he's won 17 fights in a row, Fred. 17. You know? This guy's on a hell of a run. Plus, he's, 8 years younger than Belal Muhammad?
28 or something?
He's 28. Belal's 36. You think he's going to have more cardio? He should. You know what I mean? A 28-year-old, 36. Once you hit 35, you're on the downturn of your career. You're 36. It's almost over. But Belal's a world champion at 36 right now.
Ooh.
Oh, Belal
Nice
again
defense.
shoots for the takedown and easily stuffed by Jack Della Maddalena. Jack Della is fighting a perfect fight against Belal Muhammad right now. Outstriking him, defending all takedowns, keeping it safe, staying out of danger.
You say that, but I think Belal's winning round 4 right now.
I think so, too.
So it's probably going to be 2-2.
Belal's put in a lot of pressure on this round and has landed some good strikes. He's landed some of those good uppercuts. Jack Della seems to be slowing down a bit. Ooh. Something's going on with the ear of Jack Della, too. Do you see that? A huge cut above his ear. Did some cauliflower explode or something? What's going on?
Brother.
Look at that blood on the right ear of Jack Della Maddalena. That is gruesome. What's going on? Got to see a close-up of that as we end round 4. I think that was Belal's round. He came back. He was pressing the action, putting a lot of pressure on Jack Della Maddalena in that round. Not able to get the takedowns, but able to land some punches and kind of keep Della Maddalena backpedaling the whole time. Right now, live odds have Jack Della Maddalena minus 298 favorite to win this fight. Muhammad plus 220.
Okay.
Don't forget, Jack Della came in as the underdog in this fight, and now going into the final
That
round,
makes me
he's the
think
live odds favorite.
They probably have him winning 3 rounds already.
Yeah,
As
it might
if it
be
was
3-2,
2-2, it would be closer.
Yeah. It could be 3-1. It could be 2-2, though. Right? It could be 2-2.
I think I was going to say 2-2 because I gave the first, I think, and the fourth to Belal, but
Yeah, I think it's 2-2. I gave 1 and 4 to Belal as well. And now we're going to go into the last one.
And here we go.
Round 5. This could be the deciding round in the fight. Do we see a new champion? It could be 3-1 right now. It could be 2-2. Who do you think is winning? Is it tied? Is Jack Della winning?
I think Jack Della's narrowly winning,
By a round, you think? Or
Yeah.
it would be by 2 rounds. It would be 3-1.
And, the score's kind of closer maybe in the rounds he lost, maybe compared to the rounds he won.
Yeah, but that doesn't make a
Nah,
difference.
doesn't make a
No,
difference.
that doesn't mean shit. You either win the round or you don't. So it's either 2-2 or 3-1, I think.
I'll say 3-1.
Yeah, you give Jack Della
Yeah, last round.
for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And Belal round 4?
Although Jack kind of landed some shots there, and Belal missed a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Belal going ham. He's going
super decisive.
real aggressive.
See, Jack's landing like 3 punches there.
Good combos. Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom.
another jab from Jack Della. Yeah, Belal is coming forward, but Jack Della is landing all the punches there. He just landed 7 shots while Belal came forward and just ate
boom,
them.
knee to the face.
Yeah, Jack Della's looking good so far. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
So
There's a nice right hand, too.
Oh, and Belal crimson.
Yeah, Belal got opened up there. That was a nice right hand from Jack Della that cut up Belal just under his left eye.
Whoa.
Oh, Belal Muhammad with a really nice level change.
Whoa.
Gets the takedown.
That's huge.
Massive takedown.
Huge.
On top half guard. He's got the underhook. He's got Jack Della flattened. Jack Della just holding on to him right now. 3 minutes left to go in this round.
That's going to feel like a lifetime.
Belal Muhammad was in trouble, and now to land the first takedown of the fight at this point in the round, massive for Belal Muhammad. Like, if this round decides the fight, and the first takedown that he got was in the 5th round, and that wins him the fight, like, what a takedown.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the whole fight right here. Belal Muhammad on top of Jack Della Maddalena. And Jack Della not doing a whole lot to get up. He's just doing, what he can to stay. Oh, and as I say that, he pushes away and he gets up. He was just clinching him, and he was just waiting for the right moment.
Yeah.
That was some
Exploded.
really nice MMA groundwork from Jack Della. Waiting for the right moment, defending, and then waiting for the right moment to explode, kick away, and get back to his feet. That was nice because it looked like he was just accepting position. Then he gets back up to his feet because he needed to. He really needed to get back up to his feet here. Because if he stays on his back, he's losing this round for sure. And there's a nice short elbow from Jack Della.
Yeah, a little dodge, too.
Like Jack Della now back on his feet can win this round. Oh, a 3-punch combo that rocks Belal Muhammad. Jack Della now pouring it on. Bilal's in trouble.
His eye's closing.
Oh, my goodness. Big punches from Jack Della. More punches from Jack Della.
Machi.
He has got Belal in trouble. Pushes Belal into the fence now. Oh, my God. The swelling on Bilal's face is gruesome. Look at his left eye, almost swollen shut. Oh, Jack Della, too. These guys are wearing it on their face.
Whoa!
Oh, my God. What a throw from Belal. Jack tried to push him down. Belal reversed and threw him and drops him to the ground. And now Belal throwing punches as there's blood pouring down, but I think it's Belal's blood pouring down on Jack Della. What a war.
He's just bleeding. Yeah, he's bleeding on it.
He's bleeding profusely all over Jack Della Maddalena as he throws punches and tries to keep him grounded, but Jack Della back to his feet. And now Belal keeps the clinch, pushes him into the fence. That was a hell of a throw from Belal Muhammad. That was nasty.
30 seconds.
Jack Della pushes him away, and they are standing and banging. Significant strikes, though. Round 5, they're showing us 40-23 in favor of Jack Della Maddalena. Oh, another big punch from Jack Della
there.
That really stopped.
Keep going.
Muhammad in his tracks. Jack Della pouring it on. Jack Della Maddalena doing the damage in this round.
Come on, knock him out.
This has been the most impressive round of the fight as far as damage and violence. My goodness.
And time.
That's a strong finish from both guys. Jeez. I think Jack Della Maddalena won the 5th round. I'm going to give Jack Della 3 out of 5. I think it was...
Yeah, that guy's got the GSP here, the frosted tips.
Yeah, it's Paul Craig. Or Craig Jones. That's That's a Jack Della Maddalena win, I think. I think he won round 2, 3, 5. I've got Jack Della Maddalena, new champion, 48-47, 2-3-5. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did he win the 5th, Freddie? Are we scoring it the same way?
Definitely won the 5th.
All right. So we are unanimous.
Oh.
Wow. Showing us a big knee on the highlight reel from Jack Della.
The whip.
Sweet, sweet takedown from Belal. I want to see the throw that Belal did.
Yeah.
Hope they show us a replay.
Oh.
It's cool when you see it in slow motion. You see the blood flying. Yeah, here's the throw where Jack Della pushes into him and Belal reverses and throws him. Beautiful throw. But beautiful the way Jack Della kept rolling and got back to his feet. Like he didn't stop. He didn't get taken down. He got thrown and he just kept rolling and he rolled right out of it. So much blood from both guys. These guys left it all in the cage. What a fight. What a fight. That was really good. Started off a little slow, but, man, they finished strong. They definitely had their moments. Who won? That's the big question now. Who is the winner? As we've been on for over 3 hours. Johnny North watching, congratulating us for being on for over 3 hours. Thank you, John. It's been crazy. 5 rounds. We did 2 5-round fights. God damn it, UFC. It's unanimous. 48-47, 48-47, 49-46 for the winner. And new. There he is, Jack Della Maddalena, the new UFC welterweight champion. 48-47, 48-47, 49-46. That's 3-2, 3-2, and 4 rounds to 1. For Jack Della Maddalena, a unanimous decision. We have a new champion at welterweight. And Dana White puts the belt around him, not GSP. Belal Muhammad looking sad, as you would be, losing a fight. And your championship. So Jack Della Maddalena is the new UFC welterweight champion, which means his next fight is going to be against Islam Makhachev. Sucks for him. It's a big money fight, though, right? Bigger money than Belal.
Look, man, he did good against Belal, man. Islam's going up in weight, man. I'm not convinced Islam's going to be as dominant at welterweight.
Belal couldn't take Jack Della down. Could Islam? I think he could. But maybe not. Jack Della's got good takedown defense. It's not a bad fight. Islam Jack Della. But Fred, unfortunately, you didn't get your way at all because we saw Jack Della fight 5 rounds and win. So not only did we have a long-ass night tonight, you also will not be getting the fight that you wanted June 28th because you'll be getting now Charles Oliveira versus Ilia Topuria for an interim lightweight championship because Ilia Topuria will not be fighting Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title because now Islam is moving up to fight Jack Della. So UFC 317 will have a what do you call it? Interim championship title fight as the main event between Ilia Topuria and Charles Oliveira. Cool. Charles. DC in his mind is like, hey, Jack Della, you're going to fight my little buddy Islam Makhachev, who I love so much. Interviewing Jack Della right now. You know he wants to ask him about Islam, but I think he's going to wait. Wait for the press conference. Let them do it. Huge win for Jack Della Maddalena, the new UFC welterweight champion. First Australian welterweight champion. Following Robert Whittaker and Alexander Volkanovski as UFC Australian champions. I forgot about Whittaker. See, I knew there was somebody I was forgetting. I was like, middleweight to Israel. I was like, wait a second, but now he's from New Zealand. Whittaker's actually from Australia.
They've had more champions than Canada.
Yes. Australia's now had, what, 3? Canada's only had 2.
4.
GSP and Rory Mack?
No, Rory McDonald was never champion.
No?
Wait.
Carlos Newton.
Carlos Newton. He was the first Canadian champion. First Canadian welterweight champion, too, before GSP. Canada's only had 2 champions. Who are the 4 Australian champions? Jack Della,
3.
Alex Volkanovski, and Robert Whittaker. Israel doesn't count because he's from New Zealand.
Okay.
I'm not counting him.
All right, man. I want to go to bed.
Well, thank you. Ooh. We have done it. So, Jack Della will fight Islam Makhachev. That'll be a cool fight. We'll preview that as it comes. And we now know that it'll be Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. So, Valentina Shevchenko retains the UFC Flyweight Championship. She is still your UFC Flyweight Champion, defeating Manon Fiorot in a unanimous decision in an impressive display. Jack Della Maddalena defeats Belal Muhammad by unanimous decision to become the new UFC welterweight champion. Aiemann Zahabi with a huge win, decision victory over Jose Aldo. Natalia Silva, decision win over Alexa Grasso. And Benoît Saint Denis submitted Kyle Propolic in the second round with an arm triangle. Man, 4 out of 5 fights, though, ending on pay-per-view in a decision. Not exactly what you want, right? I like finishes.
Yeah.
We like finishes. Oh, well. Okay, everybody's leaving the Bell Center. You saw a lot of empty seats, so we're going to leave you as well. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight. And we'll be back for more later this week here on the Ringside Report Network.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at ringsidereport.net. Hope to see you again next time, and have a good night.